welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another weekend edition of the Sparkling Tuna Cup, week number 86. I'm of course your side VIP. Once again, I'm joined by a fellow CranKy Duckling, by the one, the only, the Steel Mold.
Hello.
It's so fitting today, Steel Mold, because the Boomer Bash is also going on tonight. It's all very fitting.
We're bashing boomers over here.
I know.
We're not boomers of our own to bash.
True.
I'll bash my own boomers with blackjack and hookers.
Yes, we have our own boomers here. Speaking of boomers, one that I believe is a little bit younger, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss. It is Danielo.
And in the northeast corner of the... Why are you dabbing? What was that supposed to mean?
I'm handing it over to you.
You're not one of the cool kids, like...
No. I'm one of the boomers.
Speaking of the cool kids, in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from South Korea, representing Team Hyper 1, it is our veteran. It is Honmono.
Go. And if you're in the chat, very quickly.
One of the cool kids. I don't even know how to dab.
Oh my god. You don't need, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
No, I need to explain to people what just happened, and I just visually failed to dab twice on camera.
Oh no, oh no.
It's a good thing we don't show our cameras while we're casting.
It's true. I could, but I'll save the people that. I'll save them that. But if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think can claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Likewise, the bracket is live. !B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. We'll be going with the bracket after this series. For now, Homono is setting up a one-base all-in.
So, group, I'm not as degenerate as Darking. I exercise sometimes. I can dab without. Well, if I could dab. If I knew how to dab, I would do it without injuring myself.
Okay. Copium. Oh no. But yeah, we're gonna be
half that copium.
We're settling into our build. Again, Danielo right now is searching. He's trying to figure out what's going on, and the Reaper is going to shut him down. You can see intentionally, Homono, he hides that second Reaper, only revealing one of them. And again, he is going Mass Reaper, and he's pulling the boys.
Boys! All the way all across town. Got lit for work. I ho, and off to work we go.
That has a very different vibe to it when you know that they're going to war and they're going to go die.
They're going to die.
Oh my god.
They're going to tank shots for the Reapers. Reapers are like, yeah, you go ahead. It's you first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, Danielo, he's only just now scanning this. He does pull away. He does have a force field. Oh!
Catches the walkers, but the Reapers, they can jump up the ramp and explode everything. Reapers are starting to get some damage. And actually, yeah, there we go. Some probes starting to go down. The Reapers are getting low on health, though. The Stalker goes down. There's nothing to shoot here. There's another Stalker being chronoed out. It's about to pop out.
The Stalker does pop. Again, we do get the surrounded. The SCVs up, the boys! Up, they lock him down!
Oh, the boys are taking care of the Stalker! And GG's called. Honmono will take game number 1.
GG, Homono, he does take a lead in the series. Again, Homono, he is an animal when it comes to specifically this matchup, whenever it's a TVP.
Animal!
Yes.
Complete animal.
We expect all-ins, we expect aggression. Whether it's one base, whether it's two base, we expect aggression out of Homono, and here he does take a lead in the series.
Yes. This is some Zerg Rush bullshit. How long was that game? That's 3 minutes 43 seconds.
Exactly.
It's a good thing we didn't do Yaku intros.
No. Not for a Homono game, but yeah, again, Homono, especially specifically for this matchup, he does very often all-in Protoss. He can macro, don't get me wrong, but he typically macros against Terran, against Zerg players. Like, it's very matchup specific. It's not too fond of Protoss or TVP mid-game and late game.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can dab now. So like this, right?
Oh no.
Or is
Ah. No, yeah.
is it like this?
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You do like this, and then
There you
you
go.
like that.
You know, you don't think
Yes.
it,
The microphone is getting in the way, so I'm kind of.
the problem with
See?
dabbing. The problem with dabbing steel is that right now it's very dated. Like it's very boomer. Like the boomers dab.
Of course, it's dated. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah. No,
It's now old people thing.
It's true. It's very fitting. It's very fitting. No.
We're dabbing. I'm dabbing. You're dabbing. We're the dabbing brothers. Anyway, in the northeast corner of Amygdala. It is like Princess Amygdala, but completely different. Because it's got brains. It's in the brain. Our blue Protoss, all the way from the land of Poland. Give it up for Daniello, otherwise known as Deny.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player, the red Terran representing Team Hyper 1. It is Hun Mono.
Let's see if One Mono decides to play an actual game here.
Oh no, he's playing his own game right now. He's This is Hun Mono's StarCraft.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows how to play this game. He knows how to win. I don't think he knows how to play.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Daniello, he just wants to play the game. He just wants to play some StarCraft. That's all he wants to do. He just wants to, make his pros, make his gateways.
I just want to play. I just want to make a second pylon without someone killing me.
Smurge. Meanwhile, Homono, same build, by the way. Same build.
Yeah. All the barracks say.
Yeah, so once again, it's going to be...
This is like me in Wings of Liberty, but, actually good and fast and not taking an hour.
True. There you go. But yes, this is going to be 3 Rex Reaper here from Honmono. Once again, he's hiding his build. The probe attempts to scout, but once again, Honmono, he does fully wall off. And this is where mind games come into play. It could be the same build. It could be something different. Daniello, he has no idea what Honmono is up to, not yet. And it's going to be on him to try to scout this.
Expansion. So, not learning from the first time.
Yeah, he does pull away. Now, he does open Sentry, and the Sentry does mean he can Hallucination Scout, so he will be able to confirm this eventually with that Hallucination. Speaking of there, this Hallucination is going to be moving out across the map, but we'll see how much time he has to react and to respond.
Well, three Rippers are already on the way, and the workers are across the map. The Hallucination sort of catches it.
Yeah, did see the tail end of those SCVs, but right now he's focusing back at home on the defense. The Reapers do dive in. They get a couple pro kills already. We have one more Stalker in the main base. Another Stalker is currently in production.
No, so far this looks like just a regular Terran bullshit, but yeah, there's a third Reaper. Then I should know.
Yeah, he should know at this point. He does pull away. This time there is no force field because he did use the Guardian Shield earlier.
Oh, he's taking the Sentry. Okay, the Sentry goes down, but there are 2 Stalkers out now. One Stalker gets surrounded by SCVs. The Reapers are kiting the probes. So far doing a bit of damage, but not the end. They really need to take care of that Stalker. Almost gets surrounded by SCVs, but the Stalker manages to kite them away. Yeah,
we get another Stalker coming up. We have Master Reaper piling up here, and that Stalker, it looks like it's close to going down. The SCVs are all going to be falling. Now it's purely Reaper, but that's still a lot of Reapers.
Oh, one Stalker does go down. It's still just one. One is not enough against all these Reapers, because they can always kite away from it. And juggle, get great control by Mono, by the way.
Yeah.
So far, only lost 2 Reapers.
Yeah, exactly. Another Reaper goes down, but he gets 25 probe kills. And even if Daniello does hold on to the main base, he is down to what? Down to 5 probes left. Homono back at home. He is muling. He does have SCVs. He's making more SCVs as well. He has a better economy.
Now, the only chance for Daniello here is to actually go across the map, but losing these adepts is, really hurting that possibility. And Daniello taps out. Honmono will be taking the series 2-0.
GG. Homeowner, he will claim the series. Again, Homeowner, he is an animal. He is known for hyper-aggression, and I fear any Protoss that faces Homeowner in the first round.
I like how casually you say it. Okay, he's an animal.
Yeah. He knows. Oh, no. But yeah, Homeowner, he knows what he is. He knows what he is. And with that, he does take the series, does advance on into the next round. And my condolences to Daniela, my condolences here. Again, it can be really, really difficult to scout that as a Protoss player, to scout, to confirm what's going on, and to figure out exactly what the Terran is up to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, there are always these players. The players who do this all the time, they become really, 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 really good at this crap.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you're really, really good at defending it, it gets very difficult.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It really does. And you know, that's where Homeowner can really thrive. I mean, hey, we've even seen Homeowner take down players like Max Pax as well. Like there's no Protoss player out there that's safe from the likes of Homeowner. But he does take the series, and he is the first player to wrap up his first round as we can head on over and catch up on the bracket.
Yeah, so far all the matches are ongoing, but let's go over the players. We have the return of SKillous, the runner-up from last week. His opponent Bunny has not shown up, so there's a chance here.
Yeah. If you remember,
got Matt and Captain Fish in the first round. We're going to see who goes against SKillous. We got Rebellion and Azura going up toe-to-toe. Christiania versus Blue Knight. Gerald versus Moltastic.
Yeah, you got it.
And we have Creator versus Octanis and Lunacy, who performed fantastically in the last STC, versus Ateshi, and Ryung, the Tuna himself, versus Devil Toes. You see who goes up against Hyper One in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, here we go. So, as you mentioned, the entirety of the first round is still ongoing. Again, SKillous, just as you mentioned, he was last week's runner-up. He was actually quite close to winning, if you remember. Like, he was up 2-0 in that best of 5 finals, and then Bonnie brought it all the way back to the ace match and clutched it out in the end, but it was a very close back and forth. And if you remember, SKillous, he even beat Beyond in the semis of that tournament as well. Like, SKillous, he was looking on fire, but it looks like he won't have a Terran opponent for quite some time to rely on that, like, PvT matchup.
Until maybe the finals.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got to survive all the Protosses first.
You'll be at the final. Oh, thank fuck it, Terran.
Yeah, he's oh my god.
Finally, a cheesy Terran, a one-based all-inner.
True. That's the hope for SKillous. That's going to be the hope for SKillous, and we'll see how that turns out. As we do have, looks like an update here. Ryung does take down Dave Little's 2-0, which means we have our TBT. It's going to be Ryung versus Honmono.
Yeah. No. Now let's see Honmono's bullshit working up against the Terran sniper himself.
Oh yeah, exactly. Here we go. So we are going to be heading over to the Korean server. We're heading over to Korea, and that is going to be for our next series. That is going to be for that TBT.
Yeah, we also have Laika streaming. Currently casting Rebellion versus Azura.
Oh,
if you're interested in that match.
Yeah, that is going on.
Hey, Rowdy Boffin. Yes, the real steel mold.
Oh, let's go, Rowdy.
It's me. All the animals are here. Iceton as well. Iceton, Psychons, Esphil. What else did I see in chat? Of our regular degenerates. Ding dongs, all of them.
We're all at home. We're all at home here. It's fine. It's fine.
It's a lot of them. Hey, Kashim is here as well.
Kashim.
Look at that.
Let's go.
Well, Kashim is not a ding dong, so doesn't count. Babylings. Okay, Babylings is a ding dong. Definitely counts. A proper dejin.
Need to see the duct tape with Steel more. True, true. It's been a long time. Been a long time.
Quack, 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 quack. Oh, by the way, I owe myself some quacks. 76 months streak for Steel Mode for resubbing. Tier 2 subscription.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
What about you? What tier are you subscribing at? Huh? Maybe you can upgrade your tier a little bit here.
I think
get some more support.
I think you might be our longest subscriber. I maybe.
No, Soko and Delicat, I think, are longer subscribed.
Okay.
But I did get the #1 thing at some point. The first.
The founder.
Also, you have like 85 months. So,
yeah, it doesn't count. Doesn't count. That's It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Vitos are underway. We're just getting ready here for our matchup.
Oh, Werehog is here as well.
Yeah. Yes, the Werehog.
Fundraising for Pantless stream. It's against TOS, I think.
Oh no.
TOS, the real toss.
All the streams are pantsless. It's fine. It's fine. CMO, does your puppet wear pants?
The puppet does not wear pants.
Yeah.
Hold on. Since we got some time, let's. The puppet wears. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have legs, so you know, like. Hello, everyone. Get up the microphone, otherwise it doesn't work. Yeah, but...
Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's staring into my soul.
Now the camera starts to actually focus. Wait, who are you talking to? No, wait. I can't do ventriloquism. It doesn't work like that. I can only talk as the puppet with myself. I can't do like a one-man like show. Like when I talk and then the puppet talks. And no, it's just a parallel thinking thing. Goodbye. I swear to maybe I'm imagining things. I swear to God, I've seen that puppet with like some clothing of some kind. Am I crazy? Well, not with me. I don't have any clothing.
Okay. No clothes confirmed.
It's too furry.
No. Fair enough.
Okay, light versus steel mold. Let's go, TVZ. On the lines.
Let's go.
On monocasting. Okay, there we go.
He's having fun.
He added AI bots to the thingy. Naked furries can't be naked because they have fur.
You look exactly like
TOS. TOS OP. TOS needs rebalance. Yes.
I do associate you with your puppet now, Steel. I do that.
Well, you know, it's the beard. What do you mean every stream is pantless stream? Brody Buffin, you are discovering the truth behind the mask here. Behind the scenes. Alright everyone, speaking of the truth, we are on ley lines where the lines are all laid. We're in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea. It is our blue Terran. Give it up for Hyper One's very own Hanmono.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Terran player from South Korea representing Team Vitality. It is Ryung. The tuna himself. It's beautiful.
Okay. I was asked just okay, I should make a tuna song. What sound did tuna make? And then I was like,
Some wet, like flopping noises. Like, oh no. Beautiful. But yeah, Ryung, he's a recent regular to our tournaments. For a very long time, he wasn't playing in our Tuna Cups, but as of like maybe a month ago, maybe like 2 months ago, like start of the year, he's been here. Ryung.
well, yes, we named a tournament after him.
We did.
It took that long.
It took like 3 years.
Does he even know that it's named after him?
Yeah, he knows now. He knows. Now he knows.
Yeah, we had to explain it.
Uh-huh.
Right, so let's see what Honmona is up to.
Yeah, for now, both players mirroring each other. We have double gas opener out of Honmona, double gas opener out of Ryung as well. Both players delay their expansions. Both players are going to faster factories. This shouldn't be for one base all-ins, but in a way, kind of like really safe play from both players here. Nothing too crazy yet. Nothing too wild for the time being.
Okay. I'm disappointed a little bit. I gotta say, we don't want short games all the time, but it's kind of fun every now and again to see some crazy shenanigans going on.
Yeah, I mean, Ryung's not a Protoss, unfortunately. That's the problem here. If he was Protoss, then 100%. We took it.
I think that's unfortunate for Ryung as well. It's his entire career. That was the problem. He wasn't Protoss.
True. Speaking of shenanigans, though, add-on swap here into fast magfield accelerators.
Got some light mech going on from Honmono. Gonna be some fun.
Yeah, this is a very unorthodox build. We have seen Honmono do this before, where he builds up to like 7 to like 8 cyclones just for map control. It's a really unique style. It can be quite powerful here if it can catch Ryung off guard. Like for the time being, Ryung has no idea what's going on. If that continues to be the case, if Honmono is able to build up a solid cyclone count, then he can catch his opponent unawares.
Well, I don't see Ryung being taken off guard by a lot, especially in TVT. That's his matchup. For those who don't know, Ryung is legendary.
Yeah.
A legendary TVT player.
Yeah. Ryung, he's the reason why Clem doesn't play TVT anymore. Like, ironically. Like, that's one of the big reasons.
Yeah. Like, for all his struggles throughout his career, Ryung's big strength was always his mirror matchup.
For sure. So we'll see if he can keep up with his opponent here. For now, more cyclones are building up. Ryung playing it safe. He's got a safety tank here on the low ground. He's got a cyclone in the main. He's ready for a drop play, ready for banshees, ready for any form of aggression for the time being. But is he ready for the cyclones? Oh my god, okay, we're going into not just cyclones, we're rushing into a fusion core.
Oh boy. Okay, so we are going to get something interesting out of this.
Yeah.
Right, so it's only 2 cyclones. It's not the end of the world. If Ryung controls really well, he should be able to withstand this, especially now he has a Raven out. Interference Matrix isn't finished quite yet, but there is a tank to defend here. He has to protect that tank. Can't let it get sniped.
Yeah, and so far so good. Loco gets wasted on the Marine. Tank does hold the line. Cyclones are getting very low, and so far Ryung, he's holding the line. Cyclones, they do get within range here of the depot, but the Loco gets broken.
It's kind of far away, but he's sniping out one unit after another. One of these cyclones is low in health, the another one goes down, and Honmono kind of runs out of steam. He has to go back. He really hasn't gotten anything out of this, but a battle cruiser is on the way as a follow-up.
Exactly. Fusion core is done. BC is in production here for Honmono. He does reinforce here with a Banshee now, so it's going to be a Banshee follow-up, and we'll see. Again, this is all designed to distract. Really, the end goal clearly at this point is going to be BC's. Even Yamato being researched for Honmono.
Yeah. Well, Ryung is playing it pretty standard, so it shouldn't be too bad. Doesn't have a lot of anti-air at the moment against this Banshee. This is an uncloaked Banshee, by the way, so it's not, it's not like it can just hide there.
Oh, as the tank fully goes off, does shut down one of the cyclones. So already a lot of cyclones going down. Already the investment into backfill accelerators was not really worth it here for Honmono. But as you mentioned, that BC has potential, right? Like we have submarines, that is true, but Ryung is also playing into mech. We have mech versus mech steel. it's happening.
We do have the Liberators are sneaking around. Well, both of them are sneaking around on the edges of the maps from the north and the east to try and catch Honmono off guard and maybe get some walker kills at the back. This could really be a boon for Ryung's situation. Ryung is on 2 bases right now. Honmono is floating a base to the 3rd, and Ryung is pushing out. If he catches that 3rd base, Honmono is in a lot of trouble. The battle cruiser manages to sneak around the army.
Yeah, but now we get a full scout. So Liberator does siege up in the main base, does get some SCV kills, and does confirm the fusion core. Now Ryung knows he does push out back at home. There's not much at home to defend, so that is a little bit of a concern. This BC has a lot of potential, but Ryung, he doesn't care about the BC for now. He's going for that 3rd base.
Yeah, he has to take care of that. There are some tanks here to defend. There are extra bunkers, but there's no one in the bunkers. The bunkers are empty.
Yeah, the first bunker goes down. Tanks are literally exposed. Massive stable, and the tanks, without those tanks, there's nothing to defend.
Yeah, and a lot of SCVs at the front here are going to die for Honmono.
Yeah.
Before the tanks even get it, the battle cruiser gets warped back in. Actually, no, that's the 2nd battle cruiser.
Yeah, the BC is going to be disabled, denies the Yamato as well. The BC, there we go, Yamato goes off, takes down the Viking, no more anti-air, and with that Honmono, he will eventually hold on, but he will lose 46 SCVs in the process.
Yeah, and he might even lose this base. The battle cruiser take a while to kill all of these tanks here.
Yeah,
tanks microing against the battle cruiser. What planet are we on?
No, that's a good question. We don't know where we are. But Ryung, he does pull away, he does reinforce. We have 1 Cyclone, we have 1 Viking against 1 BC. GG gets called. Ryung, he breaks the 3rd base, and Ryung takes game number 1.
Sikoro, TVT can be fun and entertaining and dynamic.
Yeah.
if Honmono is playing.
you just need one of the Terrans to be an animal, Papi. Then you're fine. You're good to go because
You just need some animals.
Oh god, because Honmono, he went Magfill Accelerator into Cyclones, into Banshee, into BC. The BC had potential, don't get me wrong, but you saw that once Ryung found out that it was BCs, remember he scattered with the Liberator, he just went straight across the map and went for the kill. Like, we saw that just wasn't really much at home on the ground to defend.
Yeah. And good on him with recognizing exactly what Unity needs to bring. He brought that Cyclone there. That pretty much won the game. That like, because as long as they didn't have anti-air, the battle cruiser was free to kill all of the tanks and then go back and harass Ryung at home.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Ryung, there's not a lot to catch him off guard. You know, as you saw, it was like, okay. So you're playing this kind of shenanigan? I can counter it. It's fine. I got it. Alright everyone, welcome to Amygdala, where we are all brainiacs with the brains. I forgot what the amygdala actually does in the brain. Like what which parts of the... Maybe I don't have one, I don't know. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea, representing Hyper 1, our Red Terran is in fact the one, the only Honmono.
And spawning in the bottom-hand corner, getting proxy 2 ranks, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Vitality, leading the series 1-0. It is Ryung.
I've been meaning to ask, is Honmono sort of like a pun, a play on words on Han Solo?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's something different.
It could be.
It could. I guess it could be. I guess. But yeah.
Right.
Honmono.
I was saying that Ryung couldn't be caught off by surprise, but we may actually see that happening here.
Well, Ryung, he does go for the SCV scout across the map, and in doing so, he will see no racks, right? He will confirm there is no racks across the map, so he will find out that there's a proxy behind this double gas opener. So Ryung, he's going for a faster factory. So factory on the high ground. There we go, Ryung. Yep, he confirms. He sees the bunker. It is within range, and he's throwing down the bunker of his own.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything to defend. The Marine is already out. Might actually kill the SCV constructing the bunker.
Yeah, a couple of boys are being pulled to
Controlled
rounds.
by Ryung.
Yes, rounds 1 SCV. Nice pick off here from Ryung. Likewise, just buying time for that bunker to complete. We'll lose a couple of SCVs himself, but the bunker should be able to finish up here. Likewise, the factory has begun for Ryung.
Yeah. Well, both bunkers are now finished, and I don't think Honmono can go up this ramp at this point.
Yeah, Homeowner, he cannot push up this ramp. Again, he bleeds out 3 Marines already, so nice pick goes here by Ryung. Homeowner, he is transitioning back at home. We have a factory on the way, and we'll see if the plan here for Homeowner is to contain and try to expand behind this, as he is getting high ground vision at least to pick off that depot.
Ryung did send that Reaper all the way across the map, and there's nothing here to defend. It's free pickings for that that Reaper.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing back at home. We have the factory, and it's going to be delayed for a little bit longer here. Hellion is on the way, but until the Hellion pops out, as you mentioned, there's nothing to defend.
Yeah, even has an SCV here. I didn't even notice there's one blue one. Just as backup.
Yeah, the boy is here to help support. So far, 3 SCV kills for Ryung. We do see the Raxes floating back home as we attempt to transition out of this, but again, this is getting out of hand already. Despite the cheese, despite the proxy from Homono, he is now down in the economy.
Look at that timing. You knew exactly when that Hellion is going to come out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Hellion pops, and Ryung, he gets the hell out of there, does pull away.
What a master.
It's a grandmaster.
It's always fun to see these like Korean players who actually know the game really, really, really well. Down to like the little bit of timings, all these like chef's kiss.
Yeah, these players, they actually know how to play the game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, some of them don't. Some of them are animals.
It's true, it's true. He knows as well.
As you can see.
You're not wrong, you're not wrong. As we do see Homono floating back home, throwing down the CC in the main base. Meanwhile, CC already on location for Ryung. We do see Homono, he attempted to delay there with that Rax, but last wasn't able to get there in time, and Ryung is in a very, very comfortable position.
He just drops that Rax in the middle of the mineral line. Is he actually cheeky enough to actually make something out of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, he's going to be able to deny mining time.
It could just make a Marine, just like for the lulz.
Yeah. Can do so. Meanwhile, we do see 3 Hellions. They do sneak out, so they're headed across the map. 3 SCVs. They can wreak havoc in the mineral line, but we've been here before. There's nothing to defend. There's nothing here. Oh.
Yeah, this command center is going to get deleted. Workers are being pulled. There's a Viking on the way, but that's not quite enough here. There is a Cyclone trying to catch Ryung's Cyclone and manages to do so. But Ryung's counterattack gets pushed out. There are Cyclones here to defend against Honmono's Hellions. Honmono's Hellions. Try to say that. H's. It did make one Marine here from that barracks and killed a couple of SCVs, but
yeah, Ryung, he
it's
defends.
just cheeky.
Yeah, he defends well. He shuts down the Hellions to see how well the Cyclones deal with those individual units. So very nice defense here by Ryung. Back at home, Homono, he's trying to transition out of this, trying to expand, trying to get into his own mech style. Once again, similar to the previous game, but he is quite heavily behind at this point. Ryung even getting a 3rd CC.
Yeah. This time, Honmono is getting a Liberator to add to the mix. So it's a bit of a different situation here. Maybe because like, oh. Okay, GG's called.
Yeah, GG is called. Homono, he attempted to drop across the map, but he gets caught out. He gets caught with his pants down, and Ryung will take the series.
Don't you know his secret? His pants are always down.
Yeah. I can believe that for Homono. I can believe that.
Honmono. I can't imagine Honmono with pants.
GG.
It's not his style.
GG, well played, Ryung. He will claim the series. He will advance on into the next round. And with that, we'll see if he does have an opponent waiting for him here. Oh,
Lunacy versus Creator. Ooh.
Yeah, Lunacy versus Creator currently ongoing. Looks like we have some updates. We have some updates.
What are the updates?
Lunacy takes on Ateshi, right? Takes on Ateshi 2-1 to go to the ace match. Creator takes on Zortanis.
And now we have Cristiano versus Gerald. It's another epic PvP.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Cristiano takes down Blue Knight. Gerald takes down Multastic. Yeah, Multastic. And so we have our PvPs underway. Looks like Rebellion is up 1-0 against Azura as well. And Creator and Lunacy, they're just now out of game, so we might be able to squeeze in mid-series.
Ooh. Cool. That's in Korea, right?
Yeah.
I already returned to North America. Come back.
Oh, good. So, yes, we have our next match. We have our next series. Actually, I just have confirmation. It looks like Lunacy and Creator have not actually started their match, so it's going to be a fresh best of 3.
Cool. Very nice. Finally get to cast Creator. He's been in... this is the 3rd tournament I've casted where he's been on, and I haven't gotten to cast him.
You're not wrong. I do feel bad. Like last week, the week before, we were missing Creator, but not this time. This time, we got him.
Praise the Creator. We love Creator in this clan. For those who don't know, it's one of our favorites. A very passionate player.
Oh yeah.
We say that as a positive and a negative. Got both sides.
Oh yes.
I have the clip of him going some bookmark somewhere. I'm going to find it. And post it in chat.
Fair enough. But yes, we are jumping in. So thankfully, beginning of the series, fresh series here with this PvP. Just for some context, of course, the winner of this series will advance on to face off against Ryung. So we're going to be following this into those lower semifinals.
There we go, found it.
Beautiful. Also, we have your favorite colors as well. It totally won't be confusing.
Oh, thanks. Well, at least it's not on that map that glows in the dark like crazy. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Ley Lines, where we lay the lines. And therefore they are laid. Not sure what they're doing, but they're there. They're definitely there, because it's Ley Lines. We're in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea. Wait, he doesn't have a team now?
No, teamless.
The awesomely independent Blue Protoss. Give it up for the legend that is Creator.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the teal Protoss player. We have the sap green Protoss representing among SE2 people. It is Lunacy. And very quickly, for in the chat, predictions. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat with your PvP. Creator is coming in, of course, as the favorite player, but Lunacy, he has been improving a lot here over the past 6 months, over the past year even. He's been definitely building up and getting up there.
Ooh, Captain Fish. Thank you for those 3 tier 1 subs gifted.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Captain Fish. Thank you so much. Captain Fish, of course, a very regular competitor in our tournaments. Does often compete in Sea Duckling Open and even in events like this, even in Sparkling Tuna Cup.
Yes, some say even a favorite in some of our tournaments.
I mean, he's a fish.
He's a fish.
Beautiful.
Now, I was about to ask, Do you know what ley lines are?
Ley lines? You mean like
Yeah.
in like RPGs?
No. It's like it's like a mysticism thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like yeah. It's like ethereal, like
Is your idea of mysticism just D&D?
just RPG. Yeah. You know, it's like
Yeah, it's like
ethereal,
mystical
like,
lines that govern like it's nonsense.
yeah.
The thing is about this map is I don't see like
True.
anything that looks like ley line. Why is it called ley lines?
Like you would think that Ultra Love would be called ley lines because Ultra Love actually has those like big like ethereal
It's got
currents,
the
right?
mystical flows of
Yeah.
thingies.
Yeah.
Yin yang thing going on there. It's a lot
Yeah.
more philosophical.
What's very
It's just trees not burning in lava.
maybe these are the ley lines. You can see like we were saying like these big engines, but maybe that's it.
Power lines. They're
Yeah.
not even lines. They're just blue
I mean,
lasers.
They form a line when they shoot out. Maybe
A conga line of lasers.
yeah, maybe that laser goes through the entire thing. And that's the line. That is ley.
I draw the line here.
No.
No, here and no further.
But I agree. Yeah. Now that we think about it, like there's
Well, there are some power lines laid on the ground here. But they
I
seem
guess,
like they don't seem prominent enough to justify being named, having the map named after them.
they are lane though.
You know?
they look lane.
They are laying, and they are lines.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. Yeah, no argument for me. I'm just saying.
Let's go. Meanwhile, Lunacy does open up Robo, so Robo opener here at Lunacy. 2 gateways, so not too many gateways behind this, but he's making his way here across the map. Meanwhile, we do see Creator likewise going for his own Twilight Council Blink opener instead.
Yeah, Lunacy is already on this side of the map using the hallucination to kind of fake out while dropping at the back with the Warp Prism. And got a bunch of sentries here using the force field, trying to trap the probes, but they don't quite catch them.
Yeah, I love the idea with the force fields. I love the idea with the drop and with the distraction, but last, not quite enough. He is going to be zoned away. Creator, he will lose, I believe, one? Yeah, only one probe.
Well, this Lunacy didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Does
True.
that. Keeps all of his units, goes back home.
Yeah, he preserves everything. He does race back home. Hallucination coming in for a follow-up scout. Speaking of that follow-up scout, we have a massive gateway explosion, and Creator, he sees everything. Big scout hit for Creator. This is the beginning of a 2-base all-in, and Creator, he sees everything he needs to.
Yeah, and we get the glaives a thing for the adepts, which always it looks like an orbital bombardment icon. I can't get over that. It looks like a giant bomb being dropped from orbit, right?
like a comet, like a meteor. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like an atom bomb. You know, like that fish style, shape.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, glaive adepts, they hit quite hard. It makes sense in my mind.
Like they hit like an orbital bombardment.
They do.
They feel like an orbital bombardment.
Oh god.
Ooh, there's only one pylon for all of these gateways. Oh, Creator snipes that.
Yeah, it does
That's
snipe.
a great delay on the production.
Exactly here. It was no economic damage, but 2 pylons go down, defowers all the gateways, and remember, this is a 2-base all-in. Any delay here is going to pay dividends here, as Creator, he has more time to build up and to defend back at home.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm saying a lot of yeah. It's annoying me. I've watched the casts from last week, and like it turns out every sentence I starts with yeah. Anyway, Lunacy is pushing forward. Creator is using the Blink Stalkers to delay the attack out on the map, trying to buy some more time. Disruptor is on the way for Creator. Ooh, catching the back. You can catch the Warp Prism.
Yeah, the Prism
That's a great catch.
The Prism is exposed. Blink is soon to be available here. He does try to catch up with the Immortals as well. Lunacy does pull back here to deal with this, and the Prism does barely survive. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, the Disruptor is here. The Nova goes off.
Oh, Nova catches a lot of these units. There are force fields available for Creator. There's a shield battery, and the stalkers from the back. Lunacy is trapped right here in the middle of all of this. There's no ability to reinforce with the stalkers, and yeah, Lunacy is losing a lot here.
Yeah,
trying
Creator.
to recall, but losing all of the immortals.
Yeah, Creator with the masses around here. A beautiful engage from Creator. GG gets called. He shuts down the 2-base all-in, and Creator, he will take a lead in the series.
That was a fantastic defense by Creator.
Yeah. GG, well played. Very nice defense. Really good positional play. And again, it all started with that counterattack, with sniping that pylon and depowering all the gateways.
Yeah. Saying yeah. I agree. Not just that, depowering the gateways, catching reinforcements across the main army across the map with blink stalkers, just delaying everything, almost catching the war prism, delaying it even further, trying to forcing Lunacy to maneuver, trying to keep the army intact, and then of course Lunacy tries to attack Creator's natural base and finds a shield battery and all these defensive units, and the stalkers of Creator are still at the back of his army. He can't do anything. He's like being sandwiched.
Yeah. He was sandwiched. And he was the meat inside the sandwich. Oh, no. And he was tasty.
It wasn't the meat, it was the mayonnaise squeezing out because...
Oh, no. So very nice setup there from Creator. And again, just really fortunate that he saw everything ahead of time. You know, even before that, the Hallucination Scout did confirm the all-in, did confirm the gateway explosion. But now we're getting into game 2, and we'll see if we can make a series out of this.
And, okay, this is the map. This is the map where everything glows. Oh, no. We are on the LMC 20. Persephone. The goddess which brings us the spring, like Jadolf. Shout out to Jadolf for the raid. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea, are Blue Protoss, currently up 1 in his best of 3 series. Give it up for the legend that is the Creator.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Teal Protoss, representing among SE2 people. It is Luna C. And yes, as you mentioned, a big shout to J-Dolph in the chat. God, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a great time. It's been a while since I've seen a J-Dolph stream, so good to see you back.
Speaking of animals.
Yes, he's the Dolph.
It's another animal degenerate.
God, the mech apologist himself. Hi.
A mech apologist to add to all the list of charges.
For now, though, we're settling, and as you mentioned, Persephone is one of the newer TLMC maps. It does have some lighting issues or features, if you will, to add to it. Also, speed zones, healing pads. There's some nice quirks here to the map.
I haven't seen that healing pad used yet, so
yeah,
I have no idea. I don't even know. Does it have like an effect? Does it show like something? Does it do?
Yeah.
It's like sparkling, thingies.
Yeah, there's like a rejuvenation effect, it's yeah, little effect. But I also have not seen this healing pad used before. It's true, never seen it. I've seen it on other maps, but yeah, one day.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of out of the way, considering where the buildings are positioned. This is the redshift configuration. This map. Got that. There's 2 bases on the left side with sort of docked path on the between them. It's I like these maps. They're weird. They're difficult to read, but I like them.
Yeah, it's refreshing, right? Instead of just having everything like left versus right, like to have something a little bit more vertical, a little bit on the other side. Nice variety here to the map pool is what I will say. It's one of the reasons why we chose this map to our tournament. But we'll see how we open up. Lunacy did hide his 3rd pylon to try to make it look like he was proxying, but so far just going for a standard economic opener, and Creator will confirm this with the hallucination.
Remember when Redshift, everyone hated Redshift at the start and thought it was like a very cheesy map, and it ended up being like on that map pool, the macro map where all the games ended up taking forever.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's one of those maps where it did start off very cheesy, but like after a while you get used to it, right? You get used to it, you get more accustomed to like the defensive positions to take advantage of, and you can get into longer games, right? Like over time.
Yeah. Yeah, you go Gangnam Terran versus Gangnam Terran
True.
once in a while.
Uh-huh.
Fucking degenerates. this fucking clan, man.
No. You act like you were
legendary...
Gangnam Terran, but we both know that didn't happen. You did not ladder. But also was
I never went Gangnam Terran.
Okay.
I never did that. Yaku does it. Yaku all the time.
He does. Or he did. They don't have maps like that anymore, unfortunately.
That's why he doesn't do it anymore. It's not because he doesn't want to.
It's true.
It's because he can't.
It's true. As opposed to the previous...
Eastwatch also had that as well. He always went Gangnam on Eastwatch.
Yes. Eastwatch was the map. Beautiful. From here, though, we do have our standard openers. It is going to be our Twilight Council opener here into Blink from both players. We can see Lunacy is going for a faster third expansion. This is a little bit greedy here from Lunacy. Creator, he's going for a Robo before expansion just to be a little bit safer.
I wonder, well, Creator does see the expansion here. So I wonder if he's just going to go, you know what, you're expanding? That's a big mistake. No, he's actually expanding himself. Not going to abuse that. He's going to try and leverage his better defensive position to just get a third base and keep it up and running.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what he's going to use for harass. He's going to need to harass on the other side of the map in order to get some value out of this.
Yeah, we'll see how he does approach this. As you mentioned, he's going to have observers available. He's going to have high ground vision, going to have just a safer start into the mid game. Once Blink finishes, he can start to be active, he can start to move out. And as you mentioned, because his third is later than his opponent, he's going to try to punish this, try to apply some pressure at least, maybe get some worker kills, maybe get a shield battery, just a couple of pickoffs here and there.
I don't see no warp prism. Kind of shame. If you have, you have the gateway units, get a warp prism. You have the robotic facility. You want to keep pressure on the other side of the map.
And he does poke in. He does outposition Lunacy so far, getting up a worker, picking up the shield battery as well. Nice pickoffs.
Can't tell these units apart.
It's all blue. It's
all
all
have
blue.
Different skins, but still kind of difficult. All right. Couple of adepts get into the natural base of Lunacy, killing 6 workers. Pretty good catch. That's the damage that he wanted to do, and he decides to back away. Charge is on the way for Creator, +1 ground weapons. So the same for Lunacy. A little bit earlier in the timing department.
Yes, once again, Creator, he does slip by the entire army. He rotates, going for +1. Hello.
Oh, good snipe. You can snipe charge even.
Oh my god, yeah, he takes down the forge, denies +1, depowers everything in the main base, denies, or I should say delays charge as well, gets behind the mineral line, and he can always just recall.
Very good catch. And doesn't even lose a stalker.
Exactly, doesn't lose a single unit here. Lunacy does have a faster 4th expansion, so he's trying to go for a better economy, but now he's going to have the worst army. Losing that forge was huge.
Indeed. And this charge is still delayed. He hasn't really repowered it just yet. Okay, there, now it's going to start again. This really delayed Lunacy's plans here. And they get charged almost at the same time now.
Yeah, charge is now evened up. We have a faster Temple Archives for Creator that should be for Archon production. He does poke in, gets a kill on a Spotter Pylon. Lunacy now more in position to defend as he's throwing down more Spotter Pylons, but at this point the damage has been done.
I mean, Lunacy scouts Creator's 4th base, so he knows that Creator isn't going super all-in or something like that. He's going super aggressive right now, but Creator still has a lot of map presence with that ball of Protoss in the middle. Lunacy goes out across the map. They are going to attack each other. Neither of them knows about the other.
Yeah, there are some else to defend, and they will buy some time. There's the recall as Lunacy is completely out of position. He will defend the base, but now recall is going to be on cooldown.
Good job for Creator. Keeping Lunacy on this side of the map, preventing Lunacy from really getting value from that early game economy advancement that he had.
Yeah, exactly, as he did end up falling behind there. Meanwhile, we do get from Master the counter-attack. Meanwhile, Creator, he does reinforce. This time he's committing.
They're getting engaged here while Lunacy's charge lots are getting into the natural and third base of Creator. But they're not really finding a lot of damage there just yet. They're not being controlled. Lunacy is more concentrated on blanking up these Stalkers in this fight. With the Immortals and the Archons for Creator, there's a lot more beef on his side of the army, and he's cleaning out all of these Stalkers despite their blink ability.
Yeah, there's no shield batteries, there's no Zealots here to buffer either, and Creator, he just snowballs out of control. He breaks his defensive line, he breaks the expansion. As you mentioned, Zealots are getting some damage across the map, but they're defensive weapons, and Creator, he will defend back at home.
So in terms of workers, they lose pretty much the same, but Lunacy lost a base, while Creator did not.
Yeah, and Creator's army is just superior. Like, he has not just Blink Stalkers and Charge Lots, he has Immortals, he has Archons, he has a little bit more complexity to his army. Meanwhile, Lunacy, he's stuck with purely Stalkers and Zealots.
It's not a great position to be in. There's no high-tech, literally no high-tech units for Lunacy. Just nothing.
Yeah,
Not even a
exactly.
sentry. if you can call that high-tech.
Yeah, there's no spellcasters here. He's going to try to engage with, again, the Zealots. They just kind of push into the Archon, and really nice hold position micro here from Creator. He does not overextend himself. He's just waiting for his opponent to come in, and that base is going down.
It's just he keeps jumping forward, trying to get the Immortals to shoot the Nexus, and they're just not quite there. There we go. GG is called. And Creator, with the very competent decision making here and defenses, just takes the game.
Yeah, GG, well played, Creator. He does take the series 2-0. Very impressive here. We saw two different sides from Lunacy. Game 1, Lunacy went for a 2-base all-in with those Glaive Adepts. Game 2, Lunacy tried to be greedy instead, and we saw likewise two different shades of Creator. Creator able to scout, delay, and deny the all-in in Game 1, and here in Game 2, he was able to punish the greed of his opponent by getting into the bases, going for these counterattacks, slipping Adepts into the mineral line, and knocking down expansions. Like, really, really soul play there from Creator.
And therefore, he moves on to face Ryung in our first semi-finals of the day.
Yeah, here we go. Two of the bigger names here in the tournament fated to meet in those semi-finals. Unfortunately, Homeowner and Lunacy could not stop them, could not pose a threat. They were both taken out, and now we have, as you mentioned, that first semi-finals TVP between Creator and Ryung.
Our two favorite players. The two players you love the most, probably, right now in the StarCraft scene, are going up against each other.
Yeah, both near and dear to
Who
our
am I
hearts.
Who am I supposed to cheer for? Who am I supposed to cheer?
No. I mean, I'm hoping for an ace match, right? I'm hoping for a back and forth. I'm hoping for an ace match. That's all I'm hoping for between these two players. But this does also confirm the setup here coming into the finals, actually. If we have a look at the bracket, !B in the chat, if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves, we have, I would say, an upset. Azura takes down Rebellion 2-1, SKillous takes down Matt 2-0, and that means we have purely Europeans on one side and Koreans on the other.
And purely Protoss everywhere and Ryung.
True. Yes. Not wrong, you're not wrong.
We have Protoss, and 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 we have Ryung.
Yes. Oh no. So yeah, it's interesting how the bracket did line up in that way. It's always fun to see, the two regions clash. So we are going to be having our initial semifinals here on Korea, and the upper semis will be over on Europa as well. Of course, both semis are going to be casted, so once they're ready for us, they will be held for us, so we'll get there eventually, don't you worry.
Group is saying we had 4 Zergs today.
We did.
¿Dónde? ¿Dónde está Zerg?
No. We don't ask that question here, Steel. You don't want to know the answer. You don't want to know. But yeah, you know, shout out to Matt. Matt, he was our French Zerg player. He got knocked out by SKillous, but you know, he did well for himself. He was actually the player that knocked out Captain Fish. There you go.
Is it? We do have seeding in the tournament, right?
Yeah, we're seeding. Yeah,
we do seeding. It's kind of weird how the it's like Korea versus Europe.
Yeah, for sure. Some of our higher seeds, of course. I mean, SKillous, you know, he's a Tuna Cup champion. Likewise, I believe Ryung is as well. Chris Tunano, if you will, has won many a Sparkling Tuna Cup in his day.
Indeed.
Creator, he has not. As you mentioned, like Creator, he's had a bit of a harder time these past couple of weeks. He's been signing up and competing, but usually it's like Bunny or Bjorn or some of these other big Terran players that knock him out before we can really get to him. But we finally get to embrace the Creator this week.
Yes. Praise the Creator! And the Ryung as well.
Yes.
Also a player that kind of gets like a bad rap in this tournament. Did he never won an STC, right?
He's gotten second place a couple of times, but I don't think he's won an STC yet. Not yet.
Shame. Speaking of shame, we are on ley lines. Ley lines, where all the lines are laid, even though they're just a bunch of cables on the ground. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea, it is our blue Protoss. Give it up for the Creator.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player representing Team Vitality. Just double-checking, he did win one STC actually at the start of the month. At the start of March, he did win an STC, so he's got one win under his belt. We'll see if he can claim another and make it to the grand finals. It is Ryung.
Sorry, I don't have the fanfare.
It's all good.
I can't hear it. You can hear it. The audience can hear it. Only Stillmold is left here imagining things.
No, I'm
I
with
can
you.
hear the music. I can't hear the fanfare. All I can hear is the weird sounds that the map makes.
Oh, no. I'm with you as well, though. Whenever Kuro does production, like whenever she does the intros, like in my brain, I hear the fanfare. Like it just does. It's there. Oh, no.
But still rolls a J? When did I roll a J?
What's a J?
What does that mean?
I'm not, I don't know. I have no idea. But likewise, I was
How do you roll a J? That sounds something like Kuro would do. That's a Polish thing.
Maybe, yeah. Ah, dang. But I was just checking, so Ryung, he has won one Sparkling Tuna Cup in his career. That was back at the start of March. Creator, he actually won one Sparkling Tuna Cup as well at the end of 2024. It was the final STC of 2024. So they better have one win.
Cool. So we do have, so it's still 2 former champions.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They go against each other. Ryung getting concussive shells pretty damn early in the game.
Okay, so cheeky move here by Ryung. So as we get into our openers here, Ryung is going for he's going for a faster hatchery, CC on the low ground. The purpose of this build from Ryung is he wants to hide his Marauders and wait for that Adept, and ideally catch it. Catch the Adept with the slow and get the kill early on. Up! And he gets it!
Catch the slow, give it the slow. I can't run. This is like a dream I have. Ugh. It's a nightmare. Even manages to keep his Marine alive there. Barely. It's 1 health point.
1 HP Marine.
Doesn't matter. 1 health point can still shoot as well as... it doesn't. As long as he had that 1 health point, could shoot.
He could, but nice snipe there from Creator. Overall, this was a better trade for Ryung. Again, as you mentioned, like the purpose of this build is to catch the first unit, was able to, but he shouldn't get much more done across the map. As Creator, he does pull back, he's building up his Stalkers. Creator, he does at least relinquish map control though.
Funny to see like Marauders just being the fast map control unit. Lumbering oafs.
They had their time to shine. They had their time.
Super shoot the other with the slogan. That was fun.
Behind this, we do have a.
Right, we have Steam on the way. We've got Widowmine drop being set up by Ryung.
Yeah, this is a little bit different here. He's going for a 2-on-1, so this does make sense after the concussive shell opener. So as you pointed out yourself, Steel, it is not normal to rush into Stim this quickly. Like usually we get like tanks, right? Like we get tanks building up on 2 bases, turtling, and then getting out when we get a 3rd base. This is really fast Stim, going for an earlier bio push here from Ryung.
Creator did go for a 3rd base, so not being very aggressive right now. Ryung might actually get. There are 3 Stalkers at home for Creator. Blink should be finished by the time this Medivac reaches the natural base of Creator. So it might get sniped. It's going to be dangerous here.
Yeah, we'll see if Ryung
really
hides.
Needs to control it pretty well. Oh, yeah, it's just Stalker's like, nope. Nah, mate. Nah.
I'm good. Ryung, he sees the Stalkers, he backs off, but at least he keeps the Widowmine drop here for a later time, right? So he's going to be able to hopefully catch Creator off guard and hopefully try to distract him. Another important thing here is that these are 3 Widowmines, not 2, so you can try to hide that 3rd Widowmine and try to catch Creator off guard by going further into the main.
Oh, it was... No. Okay, wait, it does reveal the existence of the Medivac there. He's going to have to wait for a time where Creator is a little bit more distracted before he can make use of that. There is a Colossus on the way for Creator, so all these bio units are going to be in a lot of trouble soon enough.
Going to be in trouble here as Ryung, he does Stim forward. Meanwhile, if you're in the chat, predictions should be open, so place your bets while you can, as we do see Ryung pushing in. This time the Widowmines, they do actually reinforce the main army.
Yeah, they don't quite catch anything just yet. Creator being very good with the blinks backwards, but it can't push forward. Ryung will be trying to bait those Stalkers into the Widowmines.
That's true. Yeah, he is trying to Widowmine
the Colossus is
Colossus does come out, does clean up all the Widowmines, just in time here. We had some potential when it came to the aggression of Ryung. At the same time, drop into the main base, gets a couple of probe kills, but Creator holds.
Creator holds. Ryung still has that Medivac there to harass, but against the Blink Stalkers are so good at usually denying these kinds of drops, but Ryung does what good Terrans do and just multi-prongs it.
Exactly.
Or not. Or just what's the opposite of multi-prongs? When you have 2 attacks and they both retreat. It's anti-prong.
He does.
Multi-spoon, what is?
Yeah. He anti-prongs. I like it. He does pull away for now. He does preserve whatever he can. Does save his Medivacs. Behind this, going for a 3rd TC, but he's maintaining his aggression here, just keeping up that Marauder production, that Marine production. The army itself is still looking quite terrifying, but as the Colossus count gets higher and higher, that's where Creator kind of gets into his big power spike.
Now with 2 Colossi, Thermalance is on the way. Charge is on the way, +1 weapons is on the way for Creator, a 3rd Colossus as well. Ryung is getting some Vikings to help the army out against these Colossi, but gonna have to build a number of them. 3 Colossi, pretty hard to take down unless you have a good amount of Vikings in the air. But there are a lot of Marauders. You know, Ryung does have that advantage, having those concussive shell Marauders that he's been having since the beginning of the game. Hasn't lost a single one, by the way.
Yeah, it's been impressive. They're beefy boys. They're beefy, you know, he's been able to retain them over time. They do a great job at diving on armies and even trying to focus fire those Colossus as well. Until then, though, both players are expanding. We have Ryung claiming his third base. We have Creator claiming his fourth base as well. Building up over time, settling in, and yeah, we'll see who's going to be the first to strike. At least Ryung is now aware of what he's up against. So as you mentioned before, he's building up that Viking count, slowly getting higher.
Creator is taking the base with the extra gas income thingy. What's it?
Rich Vesine.
Which investment? Does that actually give you like more than 2 gases?
More than 2. I believe not. I believe not. But you're like
because otherwise it's not like like rich minerals that give you double the income.
What you're saying is that it's not like, you know, he's got double Rich Vesine gas geysers, right? Like that would be crazy. That'd be insane. No wrong.
It just saves like 3 workers and an extractor, right?
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, it could be better. Could be better. As we do have Ryung, he pulls away for the time being here. Looking to dive in. Viking shots going off, going for the first Colossus. Oh!
Thermal Lance, though, is pretty powerful, and Ryung can't really stick around with his army for any given length of time. He has to pull away. Creator being really good at staying away from the Vikings with the Colossi, while still being able to threaten the Marines and the Marauders. So Ryung really can't keep pushing.
Can't quite keep pushing. He has to back off for the time being, getting a 4th CC behind this, going to be reinforcing, going to be rallying across the map. We can see Creator getting ready for his Zealot run by, and if Ryung has nothing to defend, he might be in trouble, but he does leave his rally back at home.
Yeah, there are some units there, but he does need to control them. There's a lot of charge lots coming in, and they are upgraded. +2 weapons is about to finish for Creator.
+2 on the way. So far Vikings are being zoned away here by the Archons and by the Stalkers. Good positioning by Creator. Zealots, they do hit the mineral line, but those reinforcements, they will clean this up.
Ryung has to back away from the 3rd base. This is a really bad situation for him.
Yeah, he has to pull away. 13 SCVs do go down. Creator, he doesn't fully commit there. Ryung, he is going to be pinned back. I love the retargeting there for Ryung. He did not waste any mine shots, not yet. He still has them, he still preserves them, but he is now down in economy.
It is a problem for Ryung, but he still has a pretty strong army. He can, if he has some good positioning and he manages to get rid of those Colossi, is in a really good position. The worker transfer gets denied there. The Vikings don't quite manage to take care of all the Colossi. Only one of them goes down. One is in the red. Okay, 2 of the Colossi go down. There's only 1 left, but there's so much other stuff for the Protoss here, and there are beefy units that Ryung just can't handle, and I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, Creator, he dies on 40, he cleans
called.
up the army, GG gets called, and Creator, he will take a lead in the series. Ooh, GG.
About 1.6 at speed. You mean the gas extraction?
Yeah, so very well done there by Creator. He was able to survive, able to defend against initial bioaggression, and then snowball out of control with those 3 Colossus. We spoke about that big power spike for Creator. It wasn't just about building up those Colossus though, but it was about being able to preserve them, right? He was able to position himself to protect himself from those Vikings. The Colossus got so much value, and Ryung, he was kind of bullied back.
3 Colossi with thermal lance. And plus weapons upgrades. It's kind of like free storms, right? It does about the same damage, and just like that area of effect is so good.
It's
like storms that you don't need to recharge.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It could be pretty insane there, and unfortunately, Ryung, by the time he was sniping some of the Colossus, the damage had already been done. You know, he had already lost control of his 3rd base. Like things were looking dire there for Ryung.
Okay. And we are on Sandworm. Sandworm, where there's a lot of sand, I've yet to see the worm. I don't know where it is. So ¿dónde está verme? I don't know Spanish. In the southeast, west, the outside corner of the map, all the way from the land of Korea. Currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. Give it up for our blue Protoss creator.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Terran player from South Korea representing Team Vitality down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is Ryung.
Where's the worm?
There is the worm. I mean, the map maker does call these the dragon's teeth, so I think the worm is meant to be like metaphorical, from my understanding. But it would be nice if there was like a dead like dragon skeleton or something, you know? Like
yeah, give me something. Give me that. Look, it would be really cool if you had like sand, worms like in Dune or something. It just like swimming through the sand. Like that'd be really cool. Well, that's it's a pretty big asset to create.
Yeah.
For modders. But a skeleton like looks like a snake thing.
Yeah.
You got it. That's not a big deal. Look at us calling out the hypocrisy of map makers who make things for free for the community.
No.
This is the work we do here.
It's always only ever aesthetic as well, by the way. Like it's always like, where are the ley lines? Where are the ley lines? Or where's the dead dragon?
We have the Kuro mentality where we care about how the map looks more than how it actually plays.
Oh no. I mean, the aesthetics are still nice, regardless. For now, though, going to be settling in. Once again, faster CC from Ryung, so more of an economic opener. Last game, we did go for that fast and cuts of shell, but we typically don't do that 2 games in a row. And there it is. It's going to be a reactor, not a tech lab this time. Not rushing into Marauders.
And it's got to be rushing into something, right? You have to rush something out.
This Reaper does poke in. Meanwhile, we do have our Twilight Council open at the creator.
It's pretty standard, nothing too crazy. Also, thank you, Erebus Black, for the raid.
Yeah, big.
Got all the animals in chat today.
Yeah, shout out to Erebus. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session as well. I know that Erebus did take a long break from the game, but recently also came back to streaming and laddering. So thank you.
Could have, could have like a neutral Nidus would be an interesting thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like gameplay wise, not just visually, but gameplay wise.
You mean essentially having like 2 portals where they connect to each other on opposite sides of the map, and you can just traverse through them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do it as a Nidus one. We could do it as a portal, like in Portal.
Yeah.
But something that like changes the rush distance in some way at some point in the game could be very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's when we have to bring it all the way back to the Shoutcraft Clan Wars, right? It's a little bit sad that we never really got anything from that or anything quite like that once again, as in like someone taking the initiative to use those more unusual maps. Like we're talking about like the lava map, or we're talking about like the map with like the neutral massive turret in the middle, or the map with the neutral add-ons as well. Like, yeah, it's something that never happened again. It's never replicated.
Yeah, the one with the neutral turrets that everyone lost their the overlords to.
Exactly.
Okay, Widowmines dig in. Creator controlling it pretty well, using sacrificing singular probes to take the shots. Does lose some probes here and in the main base, but nothing too crazy. Great defense by Creator overall. And he's up to counter attack with some with a warp prism and some stalkers.
Yeah, he's got 3 gate blinks, so he's got a decent amount of stalkers moving out across the map. It's going to be on Ryung to set up back at home. This time much more standard follow-up here. He's got his first tank in the main base. He's got his bunker at the natural. We'll see if he can keep up with the rotations, as the Creator is going to be looking for a way in.
Well, he has plenty of ways in. This cliff is pretty much open. There is no tank on the high. Oh, there's a tank at the back of the production, but it's going to get sniped. Both tanks are going to get sniped here. Great catch already for Creator.
Yeah, massive pick
Like
off.
he's already.
The Bio Army does respond, but the Bio Army out of position here without any tanks. How do you defend? How do you hold on against this, as there are now 0 tanks for Ryung?
You pull the boys and hope for the best, and usually the best does not come because all the boys are dead.
Yeah, the boys are being pulled, but so many SCVs going to be going down. Good kiting here by Creator, just picking off every single worker. That's going to be 16 SCVs. GG gets called. Creator overwhelms, and Creator, he will take the series 2-0.
What a shame, what a shame. I was hoping these two players, we were hoping for the ace match. But yeah, good on Creator. You know, he held fantastically well the harassment from Ryung, and then counterattacked perfectly. Catching those 2 tanks on the high ground just pretty much ended the defense for Ryung. All the Terran defense at that point in the game relies on having those 2 tanks.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And like having them in position is good and all, but he did need that support, did need those Marines. Unfortunately, all the Marines were at the natural, they were not in the main, and it was a little bit unlucky there as well for Ryung that he lost both tanks in that moment, right? Like the second tank was unsieged, was moving down to the low ground. Like that was like the most valuable blink that Creator could have had.
Yeah, not so much unlucky for Ryung as really well planned by Creator. You know, he knew when to get there, and he knew where the tanks would be, and he blinked right there, and he immediately recognized, okay, I have a tank here, 1 volley on this tank will destroy it, another volley on that tank will destroy it, and I'm Gucci. And then he backed away a little bit, took his damaged stalkers into the warp prism to protect them. He controlled that fantastically well.
Oh yeah. Did control it well here. And with that, Creator is going to be the first player in the grand finals, and we are here to determine the second player as we're heading over to the European server. It is going to be a PvP between SKillous and Gerald.
Euro party.
Yes, we can actually make a party on Euro. Oh, no. We have revitalized Steel Mold. It's happened.
Make a break now.
Oh no.
Break somewhere.
Like, that's all I had. That's all I had.
That's all I had. That's it. Thank you. I need a nap now. Alright, we're going to Ultra Love. Oh, the Ultras get their love.
So we have our PvP.
Yes, steel disco. Steel like this. Disco's like... You know, the disco thing? That's like the 70s dab.
Yeah,
That's what they
yeah.
dabbed in the 70s.
Exactly.
Like, ping, ping, ping. They do the point with the thing.
I can see you in those big oversized blazers. I can see you with the fro as well. Beautiful.
I don't think a fro is in my future. It's not possible anymore.
In the past,
Also,
in the
I
past.
was born in the 80s. Leave me alone. I wasn't even in the disco times. Not that old.
Oh no.
And speaking of disco times, we are on Ultra Love. All the ultras get their love. Sorry, I'm trying not to misspell Gerald while I'm doing the intro, because I definitely did not forget to open up the pages for the players before doing the intros. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, representing Streamer Zone 80s are Red Protos, the mustache of all the ages himself, Gerald.
And And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player representing Team Liquid. It is SKillous.
The lighting on this map is going to kill me.
Oh no, oh no.
I mean, look at the two bases. They both look red. Both Protoss look like they are the red Protoss.
That's how powerful is that, like, red lights on the right hand side of the map to be able to shine like all the way here as well, because yes, you have that red glow on the blue side.
No, it's in the center. It's I think it's that red thing in the center that's supposed to create all this light, right?
Maybe.
I mean, no, it's always from the east side, the lighting. But I don't think you can create a light source like that illuminates the center of the map. Does it work this way?
Yeah. But if you're in the chats, it's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. We do have SKillous setting up on the low ground, going for a gate, Cybercore into Stargate, into an expansion. Gerald so far doing a great job here at delaying the expansion of skills for as long as possible. He forces out the Zealot back at home, back across map. SKillous does the same, also pylon blocks.
It's a game of blocks. I'm gonna block you, you block me. We block each other. We're all just a bunch of blockheads.
No. Exactly. No one can expand. No one can take their natural bases. Gerald, he has chosen not to throw down his tech. He could have thrown down the Stargate by now, but no, he really wants that Nexus. He wants that expansion.
I mean, SKillous gets the tech and the Nexus.
Oh yeah.
Got that's Stargate already set up. We got an Oracle on the way. Possibly a second one as well. Gonna be fun. We saw SKillous using the double Oracle pretty effectively last week.
True. Yeah, you can pop over those Oracles. Meanwhile, Gerald, he does open up double Stalker. Again, it was a double gate opener out of Gerald, so he has the Stalker advantage. He does get eyes on the Oracle, but he doesn't quite do any hull damage yet. Actually, SKillous, he wants those Stalkers.
Maybe a little too much. Might lose this Warp Prism, not Warp Prism, the other one. I just said it, but it's what's
Oracle?
Oracle, yes, that's the one.
There you go.
I definitely did not forget the name of the unit that I said like 3 times in the previous sentence.
No. it's the first signs of dementia. No. It's
okay, maybe I was born in the 70s.
So you just forgot. You forgot you were born in the 70s.
Ooh, look at the background. I love the background on this map. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, those like cloudy lightning thing is
Yeah.
I wish they'd make a sound like so epic.
The storm clouds look amazing on this map. 100%.
Yeah, and you have like an air unit above it, like a battle cruiser or something, and you zoom in on it. It looks like a poster cinematic thing. It's very cool. I love it.
For sure.
Okay, Oracle coming in. Oh no! See, I thought it was a red Oracle.
SKillous, he races back home with the Oracle, he gets zoned away. We just see Gerald setting up for a third expansion, so just an economic opening here out of Gerald. Going into Blink, of course, both players are, and both players are settling into their third bases.
It's going to kill me. If both players are on the same like screen, I can tell which one is the red and which one is the blue. But if I can only see the blue and there's that red tint on it, it looks red to me. I register it as this is the red player.
I know.
Unfair.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I understand for sure. But SKillous, he does move in. Again, both players have blink, but actually Gerald's at 10 seconds off with his own blink timing. He has to pull back. SKillous, he pokes in. He doesn't quite have enough to break through. And again, for the most part, both players are kind of building up into the same kind of game state.
Ooh, there's a bridge there. What was it? Yeah, and do you know what that bridge is made out of? Not wood.
Exactly. Yeah, because this makes sense. It's an industrial bridge, you know?
Yeah.
It's of the times.
It's not just made out of like planks of wood all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like it's in the middle of like a World of Warcraft map.
Let's
It's
go.
Mage my head. I don't remember what map that was even on.
Romanticide. I remember.
Was it World of Sleepers or something?
Romanticide. Yeah.
Romanticide, yes.
Shaking my head.
It's the Mage my hedge.
It wasn't. The problem wasn't that it was made out of wood. The problem was that it was made out of wood, but it was also like sanded down. Like it looked like a carpenter
it looked
made
like
it.
planks of wood. It just it looked like a hobbit made.
Yeah. Makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm wondering, Kuro is the only one of us who's actually hanging out with the map makers on Discord. I wonder if they actually like register all the dumb shit we see on maps. All those little like nitpicky criticisms.
It's fine. It's all aesthetic. All aesthetic.
Yeah. We rarely complain about actual gameplay stuff because we don't really care that much. It's entertaining for us either way.
It's true. We're not the one playing. It's fine.
Hanging out is a strong word. She just lurks there. You lurk everywhere, group. The Polish ninja.
For the most part, we're just, again, building up. We have our third bases up and running. Now we have the fourth bases on the way. This is kind of like your typical European PvP, which is just macro up. Just macro up, no rush, 10 minutes, get up to 4 bases, get into Blink, Charge, and Archons and Immortals. So we're being a little bit more passive here as we get into the mid-game.
A little bit more passive as in like a 7-minute fourth base is...
Yeah.
It's pretty passive compared by comparison. But SKillous does come in for the poke. We got a couple of Immortals and an Archon for extra beef. Gerald, I don't know, should be able to defend this. He's got an Archon of his own. It can't quite bring you to the front line, and you want those Archons to deal with the charge lots.
Yeah,
because they got that little speech damage.
Yeah, very nice positional play here from SKillous. He does zone away the main army of Gerald. He's getting into the middle line. He's trying to get into those workers. Meanwhile, he's running out of steam, as you mentioned, with those reinforcements. Gerald, he is going to be able to barely hold on. It cleans up all the zealots. SKillous, he does reinforce, so he wants to keep going.
Yeah, I was one. He could have gotten that fourth base, but he decides instead to push forward onto the main army. Maybe he just wants to get as much army damage as he can, but gets surrounded by charge lots and gets caught out of position. And then the surround gets surrounded by charge lots.
Yeah, the surround gets surrounded there, but SKillous, he will lose the Immortals, he will lose the Archons. Big loss there for SKillous. As you mentioned, SKillous, he did not get the expansion. The fourth base did survive, and SKillous just a little bit too greedy there. He wanted too much, and he gets punished for it.
I was wondering, it's why push forward? Yeah, it's again, my guess is it was trying to get the quality units, like kill the Immortals, kill the Archons, get Gerald, to stay back technologically. He could have just gotten that fourth base. I think that would have been a much better position.
SKillous did have the better army, and pushing into the natural, he would have broken that position if it wasn't for the surround. Like the Zealot Warpins from behind completely caught SKillous off guard. I don't think he was really expecting that, and yeah, with that, that was a massive move here from Gerald. SKillous, now he lost all of his high-tech units, and now he's in a rough position. The supplies are similar, that is true, but the soup does lie, because SKillous, his supply here is heavily in Zealots. Meanwhile, Gerald, he has Archons and Immortals.
That Stasis Ward almost caught actually a lot more units than he did. It could have been a way more dangerous for SKillous, but instead it's just going to push in there with the Archons, with the charge lots, and the Immortal at the back. And Gerald is losing a lot. The charge lots are taking care of the reinforcements, and Gerald is being dismantled here.
Yeah, that stasis was huge. If these two Archons were available, then Gerald, he holds easily, but with those two Archons being locked down, alas, they do not hold on. The Zealots, they break through, they get into the middle line. 8 drones going to be going down, or 8 probes going to be going down, so nice assault here from SKillous, and he's going to keep going. He just reinforces, he's going for a second wave.
Yeah, there's more beef wave coming in. The charge lots are in the mineral line, and this is the economical damage that SKillous really he really wanted finally. And he will take that Nexus as well. Gerald backs away, can't really defend here. And SKillous can just go back home, take up. Or maybe consolidate more units and push forward.
Yeah, he's going for the kill.
There's no flank warping available for Gerald this time.
Yeah, exactly. There's no surround, not this time. We do see the Zealot peel off towards the mineral line. Meanwhile, SKillous, he ties up the army here at the third base instead. He might not break the third, but it doesn't matter because Zealots are wreaking havoc in the natural, even going for the Robo.
Yeah, so far not getting color. Ooh, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that he had a Dark Shrine.
Yeah,
Gerald went behind.
Exactly. He does morph in those DTs just in time. He barely defends. It was a very, very tough hold. Gerald, he does survive, but now he's down in expansion.
He's down on expansion, he's down in workers, he's almost half the army supply of SKillous. It's not a very good position to be in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Gerald, he had a really strong start earlier. He had a really strong defense earlier at his third base, but alas, he was overwhelmed. You know, the stasis popped off, locked down two of his Archons, and now suddenly everything just went south real fast and real quick, and SKillous has momentum.
Also, SKillous backed away with the army once he realized that there are DTs and he doesn't have detection, so he saved most of his army. It's not like the DTs completely destroyed him. They just delayed the inevitable.
Yeah. And now he's back. He's back with 33, soon to be even more Zealots. That's a lot of Zealots here for SKillous. He's up to 41 Zealots moving in towards the natural, and Gerald, he's out of position.
Gerald coming in from for the surround, but all the army of SKillous is going up into the main base, camping the production here. There's a lot of destruction going on. I don't see Gerald surviving this. He's surrounded here.
I mean, he breaks through the Archons. The Archons that were just designed to just buy time. Zealots, they get into the mineral line. Zealots into the main base as well. There are defensive Dark Templar, and they will eventually clean this up. Gerald, he will actually shut these Zealots down. He doesn't actually lose that many probes.
Yeah, well, I expected the game to end right here, but looks like Gerald has something left in him. Pretty much destroying all of SKillous' army. This is really bad for SKillous.
Yeah, when the Zealots got in the main base, they actually killed gateways. Like, they were on a move. They didn't go into the mineral line, so they killed, I want to say, like 2 or 3 gateways here. They killed a pylon. They didn't really deal any critical damage, so that was the best hold that Gerald could have hoped for.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Gerald can't really push out on the map. SKillous has 5 bases, as he had for a while. And you can just, try again. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. He's staying on a very low gas count, so yeah, no gases here at the 4th, no gases at the 5th, only 1 gas at the 3rd. Actually, I should say, even only 1 gas at the naturals, so just mainly Zealot. It's just mainly a Zealot army here for SKillous. It is designed to overwhelm, but if the Archon count gets too high, I mean, Gerald, he can defend with even a smaller army, and the Disruptor is going to be a big factor as well.
SKillous coming in here, sees the amount of Archons and the Disruptor, and just decides to back away. And they're like, okay, I don't need to just throw away my charge loss for this.
Oh! Yeah, never goes
Try
off.
maybe to find a different positioning. Oh, that one Zealot with the low health. No, don't hit me.
Does back off, does survive. Disruptor count is slowly building up. He's now up to 2 Disruptors, more Archons morphing in. So far, he does deflect the Prism on the left-hand side as well. Gerald, he is holding on. Again, SKillous still has a massive army, still has a greater economy, but he's not refining his army. Like, it's still mainly pure Zealot. Like, he's not building up into, like, Sky Toss or into his own, like, heavy Archon count. I say that, oh, now comes Stalker reinforcements.
Stalkers are a good addition because the chargers will go down to the Archons pretty easily. The Stalkers won't be as easy. Also, you get to blink forward and snipe those Disruptors.
Yeah.
Maybe catch those Immortals as well. And this time, SKillous will be cleaning up the army of Gerald handily.
Yeah.
And will have his way with his 3rd base here.
Yeah, he breaks on through, takes down all the Archons. The Immortal, the one does survive, but only 1 Immortal left here for Gerald. And even though it's been impressive that he's been able to survive as long as he has, SKillous, he still has the superior economy. He can just keep this going time and time again. You
He froze for me.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard me, but
so good. And GG gets called SKillous. He overwhelms the fourth, he overwhelms the third, and SKillous will take game number 1. Am I still frozen?
you're freezing intermittently. I think our call is
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Oh, that was me. I accidentally deafened myself.
Is the ping okay for you? The
It
call
says the connection is like it's green.
okay? Okay, okay.
But for some reason, every now and again, your camera freezes and I stop hearing you.
Oh, okay, okay. I see.
And I assume I freeze on your end and you stop hearing me as well.
Hold on, we'll head on over. Here we go. But yeah, with that, GG well played. SKillous does take a lead in the series, and we'll see if Gerald can bounce back as we're getting ready for game number 2. Whew. And again, it was a pretty intense back and forth. Pretty, like, as you mentioned, pretty passive, like, early game here between SKillous and Gerald, at least in game 1. We'll see if they do more of the same.
So far, it seems to me like they both kind of fumbled a little bit in the last game. Like they both had the situations where they really should have had the victory, and they kind of fumbled it a little bit.
Yeah, like in some instances, like either underestimating each other in a sense, right? When it came to SKillous overextending into the third base, or when it came to Gerald having a fumble defense at his fourth base after that. So yeah, it's been getting a little bit more scrappy between these two.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Amygdala, where we all have our brains in the amygdala, and which does, I forgot to look up what it does. It does things in the brain. It controls the memory. Yes, the memory. It controls memory, right? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
No?
Bodily function.
I wouldn't know. I don't have one. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, and representing. I had it open somewhere. Streamer Zone, it is our Red Protoss. Give it up for Gerald.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Protoss player representing Team Liquid, leading the series 1-0. It is SKillous. Do you watch Futurama, Steel Mold? The old
I used to. It's been difficult to keep up because I don't even know where to watch it.
Fair enough. Do you recall one of the I think one of the episodes in like season 1 or season 2 where Fry he eats the egg sandwich and then he gets worms inside him?
I vaguely remember something like that.
Okay. I bring it up just because he attacks his own brain, and he does attack the amygdala in that episode.
Right.
That's how he gets them out. He threatens to attack his own brain, and they force.
Yeah, he tries to destroy his own brain. Yeah, it's been like 20 years since I last watched that show.
Fair enough.
It's, I love Futurama. I love watching that show, but where do you even get it?
Yeah.
Where do you even watch it? It's not streaming anywhere that I can watch it. It's not on TV.
I would imagine it should be on Disney Plus because they have like The Simpsons.
That's not an option.
Okay, fair enough. fair enough.
Nah. I'm not about to take a mortgage just so I can watch a show.
Fair enough. As once again, we're going to be setting up here on the low ground. We do have Gerald going for another pylon block. SKillous, he's not set up to block his opponent. Gerald does open Stargate, though. 2-gate opener into a Stargate this time, so Gerald is going to be the initial aggressor this time.
And it's Gerald who's got the Stargate this time. Wait, that's what you just said, right?
It's fine.
Sorry, my brain. My amygdala wasn't working.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way. Get scouted here.
Yeah, Yaku always imagined me as being Professor Farnsworth. Good news, everyone!
Let's go. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, you know, except for the brain part.
Do you also always go everywhere in your slippers?
Crocs.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Close enough.
I have home Crocs that I wear at home.
Beautiful. As Gerald, he does attempt to harass across the map here with the Adepts. Likewise, keeping his Oracle at home to defend, he does throw down 2 stasis traps. Speaking of SKillous, he spots them.
Yeah, uses the Haluk to trigger that. There's another one over there at the back, though. Yeah, using the. I like the use of the hallucinations nowadays.
Yeah.
I see a lot more of them with the extra energy thingy.
For sure. Meanwhile, nice force fields locking down that Stalker. Going for the natural shield battery is putting in a lot of work, but it's soon about to run out of energy.
That sentry is going. Sorry, I thought for a second that was a red sentry for some reason. I don't know why.
It's fine. As
Anyway,
boys are being pulled.
Boys are being pulled. The shield batteries are still full of energy, but there's not much to do damage for Gerald. SKillous has the run of this base. The adepts are going down. Can he get that? Not War Prism, the other one, the thing.
Void Ray?
Void Ray, yes. The big prism, the big warp prism. The thingy.
And once again, very nice force field. He locks down another Stalker here. And what are we down to? We're down to 1 Sentry, 1 Zealot, and 1 Void Ray. Those shield batteries, there's still 1 shield battery full of energy, but there are just so many Stalkers here, and Gerald, he just can't push out.
This is like proxy Void Ray, but without the proxy. You just have the shield batteries charging the Void Ray.
Yeah, they're in the backline instead. Meanwhile, SKillous, he reinforces here with that pylon. Void Ray takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. We have more shield batteries on the way, but the shield batteries are out of energy. The boys are being pulled.
Was it being pulled, and SKillous is kiting them back. Gerald is starting to lose them one by one. SKillous is in a really great position already, and as long as he continues this push, it's fine. I mean, he's expanding at home, he's getting his gases, he's getting some more gateways, Blink is on the way, he's stacking up, all while keeping Gerald on one base, all threatened here, keeping throwing unit after unit just to defend this one base. And it finally looks like he will be holding, but look at his supply right now.
Yeah, exactly. And again, this is all off of 2 gateways as well. Only 2 gateways, so this wasn't like a setup for an all-in, but things just very quickly snowballed out of control from the beginning. It began with, 3, 4 Stalkers, and then up to 6, up to 8, up to 10, up to what we have now, up to 12 Stalkers. Skill's doing a great job of preserving those Stalkers, and now he gets the Void Rays.
Yeah, the Void Rays are going down. It's just a couple of Zealots, and Geralt is out of everything. And that is it. SKillous will be taking the series 2-0. And will advance to the final.
Yeah, GG, well played, SKillous. He will claim the series, will take the 2-0. Very impressive there. A much more aggressive follow-up here from SKillous. Once he saw the Stargate opener, he knew that Gerald would have less gateway units, and he was able to overwhelm Gerald. He did have some defensive setups there. He had those stasis traps, but again, the stasis traps, they did nothing in the end. They were baited out by those hallucinations, and SKillous could not be stopped.
That was a very, very good push by SKillous. I liked the defense by Geralt, but it was just too difficult. He was microing very expensive units, trying to keep them alive, but yeah, SKillous was just losing Stalkers, and he actually wasn't losing that many of them, so he kept on the snowball, and he kept on the pressure, and in the end, he can't fight it.
Yeah. In the end, GG, well played. That leads us into the grand finals. We're going to be heading over to the American server, where we have our Korea versus Europe matchup here. It's going to be SKillous versus Creator in the grand finals. But before the finals, it's time. It's time for that very special moment here for the broadcast.
Here's my, hold on, the thing. I can do the game.
Let's go. Okay. So once again, it is time for the participation random raffle. Every single week for Sparkling Tuna Cup, we do have a random raffle. All players are eligible as long as they actually compete. So this week we have 17 players. 17 players are eligible for the random raffle. Have our 17 players. Just quickly randomizing our range here before jumping in. And here we go. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, do you have a little drum set?
Yeah, I have a drum ball.
Oh, okay, go for it.
No, you need to go, and the winner is, and then I do the drum roll.
Okay, and this week the winner is. The winner is, oh my god, the German Terran player. He raided us earlier, so obviously no bias, but congratulations to Captain Fish.
The favorite, always the favorite.
Let's go.
He's victorious.
I was waiting for the drum roll sound, but no, you just have the drumsticks, but not the drum itself. I was
No, I'm drumming on the microphone. See, the problem is I think Discord just blocks
yeah,
some of the thing is noise. Noise.
Yeah.
Like the noise suppression.
It does. Yeah. So GG.
It's cramping my style.
GG, well played. Congratulations to Captain Fish. Again, he will walk away 5 USD richer. Again, this is just a way for us to spread the love and to spread the prize pool around a little bit here. Our tournaments are typically very top heavy, so it's just a way to spread the love to some of the other players. Again, it can go to either one of the finalists or even to someone that got knocked out in the first round, like Captain Fish. So GG, well played.
Okay, Zitan is the runner-up.
Beautiful.
So now can they officially say Captain Fish is the favorite?
True.
I don't see any hashtag rigged in chat, so everyone agrees that this is a legitimate legitimate raffle win.
There you go. Beautiful. And vetoes are underway, so we're just getting ready for those finals. Again, it's going to be a best of 5. Best of 5 grand finals is ahead of us. Also, before we get ahead of ourselves, if you want to help support the tournament, you can do so. If you want to help support the tournament, you can do so via Matcherino, Matcherino in the chat, and you'll get a link to the Matcherino page. Again, all the prize payouts are done via Matcherino, so it's all there, it's all public, it's all done via Matcherino, so you can help support us through Matcherino if you wish. Otherwise, you can do so via Patreon, as our Patreon has been growing quite steadily. We actually got a new patron last night even as well, so thank you so much to all of our patrons. We appreciate the support. 100% of the money on Patreon goes towards our tournaments, and because of how much our Patreon has been growing, in the month of April, we will have a boosted prize pool and we'll pay out top 4. Typically, it's only top 2, but next month, top 4 players will be paid out in Sparkling Tuna Cup.
Nicely done. Also sad we don't have Last Fantasy. It's been vetoed. Also, El Dorado has been vetoed.
Unfortunate. It feels bad, man. But yeah, so you can see our tournaments here on my right. You can see Sea Duckling open, Sparkling Tuna Cup, and Masters 1 open as well. And we don't just have a boosted prize pool for STC, we also have a boosted prize pool for SDO and MSO as well, which means our tournaments are all going to be on the main space of Wikipedia. So thank you so much for all of our support. We are almost at our next goal. The next goal is to boost the prize pool even further to increase the prize pool for players in Sparkling Tuna Cup. So it's all there. It's all there if you wish to support us. Thank you.
Danke. Dziękuję. Kiitos.
There you go. Here you go.
Alright. First line, ley line. All the lines are being laid up front. Got some whispers. Keep a spy on. That's a good joke, I can't believe it. Okay. For those who don't know, Kitos Palion is many thanks in Finnish. So Palion is a lot, many. So Kitos Pylon is it's a good joke.
There you go. There
It's
you
a
go.
good pun. It's a very exciting pun. Well, it gets me very excited, and you can see by my face I'm very excited.
You are beaming with emotion. I can tell. It's you can barely contain yourself, Steel Mold. Oh my god.
The Finnish expressionism.
But here we go. Sorry, just setting up the lobby, but here we go. The vetoes are done. As Steel mentioned, the map order is set, and we are jumping into game number 1. We are beginning our grand finals here, loading into Frostline.
Pew pew pew. PvP.
Yeah, exactly. We were trying to avoid the PvP finals. You know, Ryung, he did his best, making it to the semis, but wasn't quite able to stop it.
Yeah. And the Zergs, where are all the Zergs when you need them?
They didn't
Solar,
exist anymore.
please. He's busy.
He's busy being
Not
a boomer.
Speaking of people who aren't busy, we are on Frostline. We're in the south corner of the map. All representing, what was it? I keep forgetting. Team Liquid. Yeah, that's right. It got the horse right there. It is our red Protoss. Give it up for SKillous. SKillous.
And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the South Green Protoss player himself, the Blue Protoss. It is Creator. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as predictions are open. As they open up, a big shout out to Turbo Quacker in the chat. Baby God, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to the community. Thank you.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh my god. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. If you're out there, if you happen to get a gifted sub, then you can join our Discord server. We do give out replay packs to our subscribers. And likewise, you can also enjoy the emotes in the chat. A lot of work was put into those emotes. Shout out to Shura. They're very cute and they're very, very fitting for the channel.
Yeah, they got the coolest thing that was. Yeah. He does the cute thing.
We got the
cute
ramen.
face.
We got the ramen duck. Look, he's eating ramen.
We got the ramen as well.
Yeah.
We got the veg. Veg, I like veg. It was good.
The Degen is the best
Degen
one.
is fantastic.
it's like the face on that duck. It's pure
So,
Degen.
it's the way of life. It's too real.
Oh no. It's beautiful.
It's how I feel. It's how I look. It's how I live my life.
Oh no. God.
It's lying there staring at the ceiling in horror.
The best effect. But now that we're settling into our PvP, and just like as it always is, it's a battle here of the blocks. We are blocking the natural as best we can from both players, from both sides.
And there's the Smoge emote. The difference between the Smoge emote and the Degen emote is that the Smoge emote has some hope in his eyes. There's like things are bad, but there's like there's like some kind of comfort
Yeah.
that he's getting from the Smoge. Degen Duck is like, I got nothing.
It's the final evolution, is what you're saying.
An evolution of the duck.
Can't go any further than that.
Alright, so. Well, I forgot. That's what I forgot. LE. We didn't say what LE stands for.
Sure.
Because not everyone knows that. Like, not everyone knows what LE stands for.
Exactly. We got to let the people know. What does that mean?
Yeah, it stands for laundering.
Oh.
Every day, laundering every day. That's when, you keep all your clothes fresh and crisp and clean and well hydrated.
I can say that's what the mafia does every day. They launder. They
launder that money.
Oh, God.
Launder them gains. How do Protoss launder all their the mineral
True.
gains.
That was like kind of like a storyline in the StarCrafts, right? Like where.
Yeah. The Templar, not Templar, the adjutant. No,
Yeah,
what's the name of the
The
adjudicator? Executor, as embezzling all the money from the minerals and gives it to their pester.
Yeah, their pester.
Yeah, their pester.
Yeah. That happens. That's part of the lore. True.
Yes, indeed. These carbots. Dark graphics.
As we are settling into our game, and so far, outside of the initial blocks, both players are building up into Blink, so both players going for a Twilight Council opener into Blink, both players take their third bases, both players expanding, both players calming things down. Creator here is being somewhat active, but for the most part, we are just building up into the mid-game.
So far, it's just a game of hallucinations. Everyone just sending hallucinated finishes everywhere on the map, just trying to see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. As you mentioned before, because of the NG overcharge, because that sentry opener is a lot more common, and hallucination scouts are a lot more common as well, right? Like, so it's very difficult to hide tech in PvP, because there's a chance that hallucination will see everything eventually.
Which is pretty cool, actually. I like it. Sentry is supposed to be like a very strong defensive unit, and instead it's been for the longest time just something that you kind of maybe get, maybe you use it, maybe you don't. Usually dies and gets sniped. But now you can just start with 3 of them, get a whole bunch of utility out of them in the early game. And and of course a great defensive unit.
Yeah.
Just for good measure.
It's definitely a core part of like early to mid game PvP in the current meta. Definitely. As both players are checking each other, they're checking their gases, both players taking the same direction from blink into charge into +1. We do have a gateway explosion out of SKillous. He's getting up to 8 gateways, so he is committing a little bit harder here with how many gateways he's throwing down.
We do have a not Twilight Council, Templar Archives on the way for SKillous. So it's going to be for Creator as well. Okay, gonna get them Archons.
Yeah,
they're a good counter for the charge lots.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly, like because charge lots are the common follow-up, you have to get into Archons because Archons, they're like the counter to the charge lots. Immortals are kind of the counter to the Archon as well, so both players just getting into very similar unit compositions. Bearing in mind that just like the game against Gerald, SKillous is staying on a very low gas count. He's only on 3 gases, no gases at the third base, no gas, or only 1 gas at the natural, so he's going for once again a very heavy kind of zealot reinforcement wave.
Which is a problem because you need a lot of gases for those Archons. Creator is going to have at least 1 of them available when this fight starts. So the beef wave isn't going to be as strong.
Yeah, but Creator a little bit out of position here. He does spot the army a little bit too late. The 4th base is going to be denied.
Okay, there's a cancel there. But manages to take care of some of these charge lots and manages to get his own charge lots into the line of stalkers of SKillous.
Yes.
SKillous keeps on pushing forward.
Yeah, he blinks in, he slices 1 Immortal, going for the 2nd Immortal as well. Last Creator, he's forced all the way back. Does have his Archon, but again, he's being targeted down. Once again, that Immortal's looking very exposed. Oh!
Yeah, good use of the Warp Prison to micro that Immortal. Oh, the Warp Prison goes down.
Prison barely goes down, boys are being pulled. SKillous again just keeps on reinforcing with more zealots. He's eventually going to be forced back. Creator he will hold, but he lost all of his Archons, Immortals, and he also lost the expansion.
It did lose quite a lot, but SKillous also lost a lot of charge lots, lost the sentries, lost a lot of stalkers and an Archon. So it was pretty expensive, and his army is kind of weak right now. He might be able to continue harassment with those charge lots, but Creator really needs something to, counter the early game damage here.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of pressure on Creator. Like, right, as you mentioned, Creator, he has to do some damage here. So he's going for a massive counterattack. He distracts Skillous' main army. Skillous is being dragged out into the center. Meanwhile, Creator is sneaking up on the 4th base.
I think he may be giving it a little bit too much time. Oh, okay, he's waiting for another wave in wave of warp-ins.
Oh.
Now Skillous knows what this is up, gets the recall. But it's mostly just charge lots. The Archons should be able to help for Creator here. But gets a surround on Creator's charge lots and wipes them all out.
Yeah, very nice
I don't
around.
think Creator can keep the push here.
Yeah, reinforcements on the way for SKillous. SKillous is going to try to hold on here, barely forcing this back. As well as Zealots left over, then here comes another wave of Zealots. Is getting on top of the Prism. The Prism can no longer reinforce. GG gets called, and SKillous, he defends. SKillous takes game number 1.
Very nicely done. That was a very good attack by SKillous. Got a good bit of value, got the 4th base, and then the counter defense. I think Creator may have waited just a little bit too long with the attack on the 4th base of SKillous.
Yeah, the problem with waiting that long is that it means that SKillous has extra warp ins, right? He's able to warp in a little bit more, able to build up his army, an army that, as you mentioned right after that first attack, wasn't really there. He didn't really have as much to work with, so SKillous was able to have enough time to get those warp ins, to hold on, to survive, to defend.
I also think that Creator for some reason didn't count on the recall, so kind of forgot that that's an option.
Yeah, I mean, it was
and at that point, I think, like, well, far be it for me to criticize, but I think he should have, like, been pushing in 2 places, forcing SKillous to sacrifice 1 base for another.
Yeah, I mean,
if you recall to defend against the charge lots, you're gonna have to waste a base somewhere else, and if you don't do that, you're gonna lose the base for the charge lots.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it was a tough call to make at the time, just because whenever there's a recall, you don't really know how much is being recalled. It did look like Creator, he was thinking about maybe catching the army as it got recalled to try to kill it then and there with his Archons, but he pulled away and he wasn't in the best position. And yeah, as you mentioned, with that recall, SKillous, he was able to barely hold on, barely defend. GG, well played. And with that, SKillous does take a lead in the series.
Indeed he does. Yes, we are on ley lines once again, where we are laying our lines all along the lines in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of South Korea, representing oh, he doesn't have a team. Forgot. It is our blue Protoss. Give it up for Creator.
Repping himself, Steel. Repping himself. Let's go.
I keep forgetting. Yes, my brain is not good.
And
I don't have an amygdala.
And spawning in the we're not there yet. Spawning in the right hand corner of ley lines, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Liquid, leading the series 1-0. It is SKillous. And once again, we had.
It's SKillous, not skill issue.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta give him the respect. He's not easy to kill.
Exactly. SKillous going for the same build last game. If you recall, he did the same thing against Gerald on Ultra Love, where you're just so hyper committed and your goal is to just overwhelm with Zealots at the 4th base. If you remember, that's where you could argue that he slipped up a little bit against Gerald when, if you remember, he didn't kill the 4th, right? Like, he got a little bit too greedy, he went for the 3rd base, but against Creator this time, he securely got the kill and securely kind of forced the response out of Creator, like forced the counter all in, essentially.
Indeed. Where's the puppet? You gotta be here on time to see the puppet. The puppet it was in, it was gone, it was. You gotta watch the VOD.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, our VODs will be on YouTube.
True.
So if you wanna follow us on the YouTube channel, which we are live on YouTube as well right now, but yeah, our VODs are going to be there for the long term, for the long haul.
Oh, hello. As SKillous, being a little bit cheeky, he does hide his 2nd pylon. Now, Creator, he knows. Creator, he scouts, he sees that the pylon is missing. He doesn't know where it is. We have the luxury of seeing that it's going for a proxy robo, 1 base all in.
Ooh. It's halfway across the map, so it's kind of in a position to push in there. I wonder if Creator is going to sniff it out, though.
It's a really creative location as well, right? Like with the pylon on the high ground, robo on the low ground, it's really common to check the edges of the map, right? And check the nearby 3rd location. So there's a chance that Creator, he won't find this. He's looking, don't get me wrong. He's searching for that pylon, even with the hallucination across the map, but so far he hasn't found it.
It's just close enough to the main path that you won't really check there. but it's not in the usual suspected corners.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nasty.
Exactly. The Adepts are moving out. Now, this hallucination does confirm that there's nothing at home. So even though he doesn't know where the proxy is, he at least knows, okay, there's a proxy. 100%. 100% there is a proxy. 100% he's going to be in danger. Creator, he responds with his own defensive robo.
But he sees the Adepts. Does he suspect that it's a robo proxy, though?
Yeah, that's the problem here, right? It could be even like a Stargate follow-up. It could be Robo into Warp Prison first. The first Immortal has arrived, but we do see SKillous moving in. Creator, he will have a Force Field available. He has the Safety Shield Battery as well, but he's going to have a hard time holding on to that natural.
Okay, one Walker gets sniped here at the front. The sentries making use of the shield battery to stay alive, but they don't produce enough DPS to actually kill anything here. More stalkers are being warped in. The Adepts are shading into the main base. The Immortal almost goes down entirely. And the Adepts shade into the main base. The walkers are being evacuated. They shouldn't be able to find much damage here.
Yeah, really nice force fields by by Creator, shutting down that first Immortal. Meanwhile, force fields the ramp. He locks Creator out of his own natural. He's locked out.
Yeah, it's another warping of Adepts. This time they'll be able to munch on this mineral line.
Yeah, and the voids are being pulled. And again, there's no escape. The force field is about to run out, but the damage is being done. So far, 4 probe kills. He has control of the natural. Shield battery goes down, and he's warping in even more Adepts.
Yeah, cancels in the shade in. Doesn't go into the main base. Shades a couple of Adepts there, maybe just to find some harassment as he's retreating. No, cancels that as well.
Yeah, it does cancel the shade. He keeps the sentry alive. He has a force field. He has 1 force field on that sentry. Did I say 1? He morphs in 2 more sentries. That's 20 force fields. And once again, his goal here is to slice up this army.
The ramp is this time blocked. The Adept shouldn't be warping in there. But yeah. Creator taps out.
GG.
And SKillous gets another quick point on the board. He's on match point to win this tournament.
GG, well played. Very nice force fields once again at the end, able to lock down the army, but more importantly in the lead up, just constantly force fielding that ramp and catching Creator with his pants down time and time again. It took a long time for Creator to figure out what's going on, and SKillous successful with that proxy, with that cheese.
But, Creator did defend pretty well so far. It is at the beginning there. The first wave was a very well defended wave. But SKillous getting those extra Adepts there and doubling down on them. Using the shades to keep Creator off balance, not really sure where to defend at any given time. And eventually manages to find the value.
Yeah.
Just good use of the force fields as well.
Oh yeah. Like those are like the MVPs there for SKillous. Just constantly just locking down the army or just locking it away as well. Just make use of those Adepts. As you mentioned, like if the first shade of Adepts didn't get into the main, then Creator doesn't have to be out of position, right? Then he's at his natural. He would have been there. He would have defended. It would have been a different kind of game state. But I'm hoping this finals isn't a 3-0. You know, we're getting there. SKillous needs 1 more, and I'm hoping for a longer series. I'm hoping for a back and forth.
Ace match.
The pressure is on Creator.
Ace match. Alrighty. Welcome everyone to Whispers of Gold. We're in the southeast corner of the map, representing Team Liquid, our Red Protoss, currently on match point to win this very tournament. It is SKillous.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, down heavily here in this series. He has to fight back here and now to have a chance at that ace match. It is a Creator.
Stan is asking me to dab for ace match. I'm dabbing.
I can confirm, Steel, he's attempting to dab.
I've dabbed.
It's
not an attempt. I have dabbed.
Yes.
Well, in each direction, a full dab, not a half dab.
He did commit. There you go. Without hurting himself as well. It's impressive.
So I bet the puppet lives in a treasure chest. No, it lives in like a paper chest from Amazon. Not paper, like canvas thingy. Like one of those foldable boxes.
Ah, there you go. So it can be a treasure chest to some, you know.
I don't know. It has a squeaky chicken.
Okay, beautiful.
If you consider that a treasure, then yeah, the puppet is in good company.
There you go. There you go. Is it in the chest with the llama, the duck?
With the llama and the duck, the Kura duck, are all just squished in there. and a box of things for the light.
Fair.
That's where I have the what's the cell thingies, the red cellophane thingy that I put on the lights so that they can make the puppet glow red.
Oh. So you can do your own ultra love impression. You know, the red lights.
No, it's for the Blomlitz summoning.
Okay. Fair enough.
Blomlitz.
As we do have a different opener here, so we have, instead of the crazy proxy, SKillous is going for a standard 2-gate opener, meanwhile Creator going for a robo in the main. Now this could be one of two things. This could either be a hyper safe play, but nope, third gateway gets thrown down. It's going to be a 1-base all-in from Creator without a proxy. Oh, he gets scouted.
Oh, the decal on the natural is an SCV.
Ah, there you go.
Or, no, it's a Marauder. Is the Marauder or an SCV?
I think it's a rotor because there's no drills. There's no drills on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, an SCV is much bigger. Like, it doesn't have a person there.
For sure. As at F, they do get 2 probes so far, but again, Creator, he's going for the 1-base all-in. SKillous, he did confirm, he did scout, he knows what's going on, and now the turns have tabled, now the roles have been reversed. It's going to be SKillous being the defender, and Creator being the aggressor.
Creator is amassing some adepts there on the other side. The Immortal is waddling across the map. The Warp Prism is on the way as well. SKillous is going out on the map, trying to intercept this, or maybe catch some proxy location here.
Yeah, he was looking for a proxy, looking for a pylon. Hallucination moves out to spot the army. Meanwhile, he has his own defensive robo. He has 2 shield batteries on the low ground. He has sentries as well. SKillous, he's preparing himself. He's getting ready, and he also has a probe patrolling here to wall off that natural, to wall off the rain.
Which is good preparation, and it catches it. Creator has to cancel that shade in. Creator doesn't have a lot on this side of the map just yet, but he does have that Warp Prism to reinforce and drop into the main base. There's nothing here to defend. He's going to drop right into the mineral line.
Drops into
with
the main.
Immortal, an Adept, and a Sentry. I don't know if this is the position for the Sentry, though. You want that next to the ramp to force field, right?
Yeah, he gets a couple of probe kills. I mean, he gets 4. That's good economic damage so far, but as you mentioned, Creator, he pulls away, and he has to preserve that energy for those force fields. As you mentioned, you want to preserve that for those moments where you want to slice up the army. For now, Creator is forced back, but he's warping in another Sentry, another wave of units.
As long as he preserves that Immortal, is in a pretty good position to keep on pushing. The Immortal is the linchpin of this attack. Stalkers are coming in to intercept the Warp Prism as he's trying to shade the Adepts into the main base. He manages to get both of the armies in there.
Yeah, Adepts they commit to the shade. Meanwhile, we do collapse on the main army. Shield is a little bit too far behind here to really support the army. And Creator, does he have enough? He does force a recall here towards the low ground, and Adepts they take control of the main.
SKillous had his Immortal caught in the Sim City there, but there was nothing really to kill it. Only Adepts, and they're not good at taking down Immortals.
Yeah, and Adepts, they shade into the natural. They're not here to support. With that Creator, he gets cleaned up. He's going to be forced out of the bases. Adepts, they're trying to wreak havoc here on the low ground, but alas, there are shield batteries to defend, and SKillous, he's holding. Oh.
Even with that Immortal, it's not enough. Because SKillous has 3 Immortals up now.
Yeah.
And that's... even with the Warp Prism, you can't micro against that.
Meanwhile, SKillous, he walls off in time. He delays the Adepts. They're going for the mineral ender. They're going for the workers. Boys are being pulled to attack. Another wave of reinforcements soon to be on the way here for Creator. Creator, he is killing a lot of workers.
Okay, that's finally the damage you wanted to get. And as long as he can keep killing more workers, he should be okay. But... yeah, I don't know. SKillous still has those 3 Immortals. As soon as this attack is over, SKillous is on the other side of the map, bashing Creator into oblivion.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Creator, he needs to do even more damage. More importantly, to keep him busy, right? To keep his opponent busy, keep him pinned in the bases. As SKillous so far, he just cannot leave. He cannot move out. He's down to 17 workers, down to 1 base economy. And Creator, he has enough of an economy to build up into disruptors.
He can do anything he wants. He gets a warp prism, so he can be free to move out on the map. Creator is getting a robotics bay.
Yeah, he's getting the bay. That's going to be for disruptors. So we'll see if he can get there for now. Getting into the mineral line is going to chase down that stalker.
A disruptor is going to be so expensive. It doesn't have the economy to support disruptors right now.
He's getting there. I mean, he is going to be delaying any additional immortal production, so like there's no additional immortals on the way. He's waiting for that bay. Adepts stay shade in. They don't quite commit, but they're headed for the mineral line.
Creator does a great job keeping SKillous on this side of the map. Like we said, as soon as the pressure is done, SKillous is moving across and doing damage.
Yeah, exactly. And by the time he does, it's going to be a disruptor. The disruptor is halfway done at this point. We can see SKillous, he is across the map with a warp prism, but alas, there are plenty of defenses back at home. The prism is deflected, the prism is denied, and the longer this goes on, the better it's going to be for Creator.
Didn't bring any units with the warp prism. Well, I was about to say, is it going to get caught in? And then I realized there's nothing to actually shoot it.
Sure.
It's perfectly safe. It is fine. None of these units can point up.
No, nothing shoots up, unfortunately, here, but Creator has built up a massive army. The Disruptor has arrived. He's built up to 3 Immortals, so he has an equivalent Immortal count to his opponent, and this is going to be a tough hold here for SKillous.
This guy does have a lot of sentries, though. That's going to be useful.
Up!
Oh, Disruptor! Oh, snipes the Disruptor just the last second. The Nova doesn't get to explode, but it gets surrounded by the Immortals and the Adepts. This is not a good situation for SKillous to be in, so far away from the shield batteries as well. Using the Warp Prism to micro the Immortals and get them back to be charged. Still has the 4 Immortals. It's a pretty good number to have. But the Adepts are shading into the main base if they can get enough damage. No, they get blocked.
Yeah, nice control so far. The SKillous microing back those Immortals. Does focus down the Immortals here of Creator. Does barely keep them alive. Adepts are still holding their own though. And they focus on the Immortals. Down to 3 Immortals. They're barely standing. Oof.
They both are, the Immortals for both players are very low on health. But Creator just has so much extra units beyond those. Even if he loses the Immortals, can still go on. He still has that Disruptor.
Yeah, Nova goes off and the shield battery is going to fall. Again, really nice control here by SKillous microing those Immortals, but as you mentioned, it's all he has, right? It's all he has, just Immortals. He needs more support and he just doesn't quite have it. Oh, nice force field does knock him down. Another Immortal falls.
This is very intense. They're both controlling it really, really well. SKillous is about to lose this base, but Creator's, you know, still on one base as well, so it's not just the end of the game just yet.
He knocks down the expansion, but the Robo's on the low ground. The Robo is exposed, and SKillous, he cannot afford to lose that. Another Immortal goes down, and SKillous, he will lose that Robo.
Yeah, might be the winning blow here.
Yeah, SKillous is down to 1 Immortal, 2 Adepts, 1 Sentry, barely an army. He can force field the ramp. He has a shield battery on the high ground as well, but at this point, Creator, he can expand. If he wanted to, he can just take a natural.
Everything gets the power there. SKillous is supply blocked and doesn't have any production buildings. What he has is all he has. He can delay it with the force fields, delay the push here, but over time, it's just going to lose. There we go. Creator, not going down without a fight. Ace match.
GG, well played, Creator. He does bounce back. He does put a point on the board. Very impressive display there with that all-in. Again, doing a great job here at just pulling SKillous apart. SKillous, he likewise had a really hard time keeping up with his opponent and keeping up with the drop play of Creator.
Very nicely done. And now we're going to Amygdala. Well, because I dabbed. Yeah, see? My dab worked.
Ah.
I've dabbed.
Let's go.
I've dabbed.
The power of the dab.
The power of the dab. The double dab. As we are waiting for SKillous. Did he restart or something?
I think so. I think so. So we are just getting
Disappeared.
ready.
Oh, there he is. Maybe relogged.
Good. But we are getting into the next game. I think it was looking at the replay, actually. I think it was looking at the replay of that last game. It's all good. As we are getting into game number 4, now we can start using our amygdala now.
Oh, well, we still have the camera on. I'm going to show you. There is my amygdala. It's over here. See?
Ah. I forgot about that, plushie. Let's go.
Yeah, this is another thing. Keeping the puppet company. My brain. Oh, hello, everyone. I still want bread.
He doesn't pay attention to me. Oh, no.
What? That's my brain's catchphrase. What? Because you never know what's going on. All right, everyone. Welcome to Amygdala, where we are all with wrinkly brains out here, or smooth brains. I forget which is the good one. Do we want the wrinkles or do we want the smooth?
You know,
which one is the better one?
you want the wrinkles. You want the wrinkles.
The wrinkles. You want the wrinkles. Okay, so we all wrinkly brains, blinky brains here. Speaking of blinky brains, in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from South Korea, are blue Protoss making a comeback in this series. Give it up for the creator.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss himself, representing Team Liquid, still one game away from claiming the win here and becoming this week's champion. Onomas, one more is all he needs. It is SKillous.
I was about to cheer for an ace match, but then I remembered it's over SKillous' intro. It's a bit inappropriate to cheer for the player to lose in the game.
Yes, again, the pressure is still on Creator. SKillous needs one game to win it all. Creator, he needs the one game to force the ace match. And we've had a pretty intense series so far. In a sense, we've kind of had a late game in game 1, but we've had a lot of aggression in game 2 and game 3. Just one base all ins.
You know, I used to remember back in my day, PvP used to be like one of those matches that everyone hated, almost as much as TVT. Because they were always going long and they were always kind of the same. But I gotta say, in the recent meta, so far from what I've casted, and I've casted a lot of PvP in the past few weeks, in our tournament, it looks pretty dynamic. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah, 100%. I think it just gets a bad rap because of, I mentioned before, like quote unquote, like the European PvP kind of like set the stage for a while, especially in the European like EPT Pro Tour. We kind of caught a glimpse of it earlier with like Gerald and SKillous, like no rush 10 minutes, getting up to 4 bases sort of thing, and then getting into Blink Stalkers. Like that was the meta for a long time, for a while. But as you mentioned, now it's more dynamic, now it's more aggressive. We appreciate it.
I mean, when was the last time you saw a Carrier or a Tempest?
It's
been a while.
A couple of months. Yeah, it's been a couple of months. I haven't seen it this map.
You saw Void Ray, a defensive Void Ray, but that's about it.
For sure. It was last map pool where Gerald, he was actually really fond of rushing into skipping Archons. He would skip Archons, he'd rush into Disruptors, and then rush into Skytoss. He was an animal in the last map pool.
Animal.
Yeah, 100%.
Talk about European Protoss. Used to be cool.
But now we're settling in. We have our natural bases being taken. This time there's no crazy one base all in. Both players are building up, but we do have differing openers. Creator opens up Blink, standard opener. We have SKillous instead skipping the Twilight Council, going for a faster Forge and a faster Robo. No Twilight Council.
Ooh. So we might see some Robo play here. Get some Immortals. Creator if he skips the Immortals, that gives SKillous a lot of beef in the army.
Yes, yes. So as you mentioned, skills, he will have a massive immortal lead as he's building up the immortal count really early on. This should hit with +1, and there are two ways to do this. He can either go for like a soul train where he moves out with like 3-4 immortals with like mass sentry, or he can go for a Twilight Council, and if we see a later Twilight Council into a Glaive Adept timing, that's also like a 2.5 base all in with like massive immortal Glaive Adepts.
But Creator does have the blink, which is the more, shall we say, versatile opening, right? It can be offensive, it can be defensive, it can react really well to things. It can be offensive in like, so okay, so you have Immortals, but I have blink and I can just jump on top of them and kill them if I find the opportunity. If you don't control them perfectly, I can do that. I can catch your drops, I can catch your harassment, I can scout across the map. You know, blink is like the safer opening, I think, right?
Yeah, it is for sure. Like as you said, it gives you options, right? It gives you the potential to punish the defending player, right? Because SKillous' army is less mobile, so you can even just avoid the army. You can just like blink into the main base, right? Like pick up a pylon, pick up a couple of workers, recall the hell out of there, chip away at the army. There's a lot of potential here for Creator, but for now we're going to be settling in. Creator, he's moving out with his hallucinations. He's trying to get some scouting information, trying to figure out what's going on. There it is. Yep, it's going to be +1 immortal glaives. It's going to be an all-in.
Yes, the glaive orbital bombardment is on the way. Have charge for Creator. So I'm gonna go in a classic light beef wave. It's a lean wave, let's call it. It's like a beef wave, but without the Immortals.
Yeah.
It's only stalkers and charge lots. But we've seen before how this strategy can also go, you know, not so much in your favor when you go up against very high-tech beefy units.
For sure. So the goal of the Adepts is that they are the beef, they are the buffer for the Immortals. The Immortals do all the damage, the Adepts, they stand in front of them, and they actually do a great job tanking Stalker shots, specifically. And also, Glaive Adepts do a decent job at cleaning up Zealots as well. They can also try to shade, and they force the defending player to split up their army, because they have to chase the shade, otherwise they can get into mineral lines, and they can wreak havoc.
The Immortals and Charlots are beef wave. The Immortals and Adepts are beef gravy, I think.
Okay.
That's like with the spicy glaives.
There you go.
That's some spicy glaives.
I agree. They would be spicy. Yes.
Get them hot ones.
Meanwhile, it's going to be on Creator to keep up with their shades. Again, he's building up Archons, Chargelets. Creator going for a much more standard, traditional composition. And here comes the push. Here comes the move out. Behind this, how many gateways? It's going to be a 9-gate 3-base all-in. No gases at the third, only 1 gas at the natural base, and the Prism's moving out to reinforce.
It's a strange situation with a 3-base all-in.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very greedy all-in.
Yeah, I mean, there's no tech, right? Like, there's no Archons, there's no specifically Archons, no Chargelets, no Blink Stalkers. Like, it's an army composition that doesn't scale amazingly into a longer game, but that's a lot of Adepts.
Yeah, look at the shades. All the ghosts are chasing the Protoss army. Look at this.
Right,
the beef wave waves away. The Chargelets get to the Immortals. Good use of the War Prism, but SKillous' War Prism gets pushed back. It's kind of starting to lose some of these Immortals, but it still has a lot of them left.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
the Adepts, there's still more beef in the army, more gravy.
Yeah, exactly. Creator, he did a great job of zoning away that Prism. He tried to reinforce, but the mass Adept just overwhelms. Like, the Adepts, they shut down the Zealots so fast and so quick. The Immortals, they focus on the Archons, and it looks like SKillous, he has too much. GG gets called. He breaks on through, and SKillous, he will take the series 3-1, becoming this week's Tuna Cup champion.
SKillous. GG!
GG, well played. SKillous, again, overwhelming. This is a powerful all-in. We saw Creator being proactive. He wanted to try to catch the army ahead of time, and we saw him dive on that Prism, but he barely didn't get it. And upon diving on the Prism, he exposed his Stalkers. Like, he exposed all of his Stalkers. The Stalkers, they were the first to go down for his army, and with that, the Immortals, they just wreaked havoc. It's a terrifying force that SKillous had to work with.
Yeah. And 4 immortals. Let's not forget. We were talking about the adepts, and they're very important, but 4 immortals. And the adepts were basically there to keep the immortals alive.
For the gravy.
And they did. They did.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
That was a great series. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
GG, well played. SKillous, he does overwhelm. Again, that is a terrifying build to go up against, and alas, did overwhelm Creator. Shout out to Creator though, because Creator, he made it all the way to the finals, made it all the way to the grand finals. Still a strong showing there from Creator. He had a really dominant showing against Ryung. Like the Ryung series was ended a little bit abruptly. Like we were hoping for a back and forth, but no, Creator, he was looking very solid in that series as well.
Yeah. Funny SKillous was Darren.
True. GG, well played, and congratulations here to SKillous. And again, SKillous claiming another win here. SKillous becoming a quick regular in our tournaments. Creator as well. And even though Creator doesn't take the win, this is the strongest result that Creator has had in quite some time, right? I think we spoke about it before, where we've seen Creator on the bracket, but we haven't been able to cast him for the past couple of weeks. But we got to see plenty of Creator this time.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Love Creator. I love casting him. Young as well, and SKillous starting to be one of my favorite players as well. He's proven himself to be so competent in these tournaments. Just eking out victories left and right. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, he's been really how should I say? I should say like his work ethic has been really solid over the past couple of months, because he plays in everything. Like he plays in all the open cups, including our open cups, of course. But it shows in his results, because I think for a very long time you would favor players like Beyond, players like Creator, players like Bunny over SKillous. But over the past, I want to say year, maybe just under a year of play, ever since EWC, like SKillous, he's been putting in the work. He's been improving steadily over time, but improving.
Yeah, and right now is like the favorite.
Yeah. for sure. And Nikita, he's a beast. I remember it was actually I want to say like maybe last month in a Tuna Cup, SKillous, he beat Creator this one time, and Creator, he asked him, he's like, how are you so good? And SKillous, he's like, just a lot of hard work. he's like, I just a lot of practice.
Yeah, I was hoping you had a secret. Oh no, I drink 2 cups of tea in the morning. yeah. It's like sitting there with a notepad. Okay, yeah.
It's like, so how much sugar? How much do you add to the tea? How much
sugar? Do you put the milk? No milk? Ginger? What do you add there?
Yeah. He's been on that grind.
No, it's hard work. It's the answer you don't want to hear, right? When you ask someone how did you get so good at what you do? Hard work. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to work hard to get there.
I guess I hit that ladder. I guess.
I guess I hit that smoge.
True.
Get into smoge mode. I don't have a hood in it now. I can get into smoge mode.
Yeah, GG, well played. And with that, congratulations here to SKillous. Yo, shout out Diego in the chat. Oh my, Darkness, back. Where have you been? But
I told you, all the DJs are waking up today.
True. Diego, good to see you in the chat. But yeah, with that, we are going to be wrapping up here. Again, thank you so much, Steel Mode, for joining me, for our weekly Sparkling Tuna Cup. And for those that are out there that maybe want to tune into some Steel Mode, is there a potential stream in the near future? Now that you've got your PC set up in a way, you have maybe.
Do I have to? Do I have light on?
Maybe not a stream. Is there a potential return of the movie club? Okay,
here's where I am right now. I still need to install OBS on this computer.
Okay. Never mind.
And then migrate all the assets and see what works on this that didn't work over there, and all the accounts for the bots that I don't even remember. I need to where all my passwords for that? I don't even remember. Who can do all of this stuff? I can't even connect this computer to my my Dropbox because I maxed out on how many Dropbox accounts connections I can use right now. So I have to remove that computer and it's can I just like open up Factorio and just play instead?
It is.
I don't have to scream.
It does take like a full day dedicated to set up a PC, right? So like to make sure you download everything.
More than it already. This is past that first day. We are past that. This is the second day of setting up the PC.
No. Takes a little work. What I will say is, once it's set up, then you can forget about it for a couple of years until the next PC. But once it's set up,
and in 2 years you can find me on twitch.tv/stillmold for all my streams. And what about you, Light?
Light_VIP on Twitch. On Twitch, I stream sometimes. I haven't been able to stream I've been streaming some Final Fantasy, but haven't been able to ladder for quite some time. Just been busy casting. As I'm sure everyone watching knows, we do cast on a very regular basis here on the CranKy Ducklings every single day, multiple times a day. Speaking of, we have our next cast here on the CranKy Ducklings in 2 hours. In 2 hours time, we're going to be back. We're going to be live with the StarCraft Evolution League King of the Hill. If you've been enjoying some StarCraft Evolution, it's a bit of a different format, but it's very refreshing. It's a lot of fun, very nostalgic as well, very boomer, if you will. And that's going to be in 2 hours. We got you.
Wait, Evolution is the Brood War thing, right?
Yeah, the Brood War mode. Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea how to cast that.
It's fine.
You think I remember the units from the first StarCraft?
Oh god. Have you tuned into any of it? Like, have you seen glimpses of?
Yeah, I've watched it every now and again, but it's too difficult for me to keep up.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
I don't have the attention span.
Yeah. It definitely has a bit of a learning curve. But at least I'm sure you have. It'll spark some memories in your mind. You're like, oh yeah, I remember the Queen is a flying unit. Like it's in the air. It's crazy.
Do I need to bring out my brain? Do you think this thing sparks memories?
No, not anymore.
This is literally my brain.
Never mind.
Not a metaphor.
But yes, if you want some more StarCraft action. We are live in 2 hours. We also have Woody TV Monday tomorrow. We have Pickasaur Monday on Tuesday. We have the Yankee show matches on Tuesday, and plenty of content throughout the week, so do tune in. Again, follow SteelMold on his channel. He probably won't stream for a couple of years, but when he does stream, you'll be notified. You'll know.
So, yeah, talking about the DJ and RJ Skater is here.
True.
They're all coming out today.
Good to see you, AJ Skater. Good to see you. So yes, you can follow us there for some more CranKy Ducklings. As SteelMold mentioned before, if you want to watch the VODs, VODs are no longer being supported here on Twitch, so VODs are on YouTube! YouTube in the chat to get a link to our YouTube channel. VODs are uploaded on a daily basis. There's plenty of content, plenty of VODs on YouTube. We just recently hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we actually, I think like at the start of the year, we reached 1 million views on YouTube as well. So YouTube is the place to be. That's where all the VODs are. Do check it out.
Yes, indeed. And that's it from us, right?
Yeah. With that, I guess if you want to tune into more Sparkling Tuna Cup next week, it's a weekly tournament. Every single week we have the Sparkling Tuna Cup. I guess very quickly, Patreon is the place to be to support this tournament, to help support the event, to support the players as well. 100% of the money goes towards the players, goes towards the prize pool, so you can support the players and StarCraft through Patreon if you wish.
Get us to 500. That's our next goal.
Exactly.
$500 a month.
Exactly. And fun.
We can do it.
Yes, we're almost there. Thank you so much to all our patrons. Otherwise, thank you for watching. The stream is going to go down, but if you wish, you can just leave the channel open, because in 2 hours we'll be back anyway.
I'll be back. Well, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
I'm going to take a nap.
No. Let's go.
It's my nap time. Where is this? The daylight savings time, always changing the times. They said I had more time for lunch today at least, but now I don't have any time for taking naps nowadays. It's rough life out here.
with that, as we wrap up, CMO, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night? Before we head off for the evening?
I can do Void Ray ASMR.
Oh. Okay. We had some Void Rays, true.
It's an outro.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for support. We'll see you guys in 2 hours. See you guys later on tonight or tomorrow for some more StarCraft. Until then, thanks for watching. Assalamu God.